through the magic of delays, which means you guys have been waiting for 10 minutes.
Yeah. So 39 seconds. Pretty good. Pretty good. Jodo, you got a Wild Blade on... not Wild Blade. You got a Love Giant on tap over there, so we can keep him...
I don't, but I
connected.
should, so thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, so... which we'll try to avoid overlaps. There will be some eventually. But the more games we can cover, the better.
Yep.
Other than that, yeah. It's that time of the month, guys, where the most interesting Spellweaver gets played. You know, one of these days it'd be cool to have Masters with a different rule set. Slightly, just slightly different.
That'd be interesting, actually.
Like, let's say it's just 3 copies. Let's just don't go any further than that.
We have a singleton tournament at some point.
I don't know how I feel
Actually, that'd be really hard if it was Conquest.
Oh
That'd be
my God.
really hard.
Conquest Singleton? You just start putting
Yeah,
random cards in your
no.
deck at this point.
At that point, like, some really weird stuff would get played. Because that's what you need. I mean, obviously not including shrines, but you need, like, what, 130 unique cards at that point? Yeah, that's a lot. What are we starting with?
Oh, we got Cruel and Rinriette.
That's a good start.
2 of my guys playing each other. Boo.
Let's start with that one, then.
Yeah, that's about as good as it's gonna get.
Just remember, if there's a distribute card.
Oh my god, yeah, don't even...
So, this is Mono Control, Mono Sea Control on the size of Rinri, and the extremely seldom seen Mono Red that hasn't been banned.
Oh yeah.
Which is funny because Rinri's got his ban. Just as a reminder for people that haven't heard the spiel 1,000 times, it's not that Mono Red is particularly overpowered, it's that the deck has a lot of variance in its draw, which means it's very difficult to beat twice in a row. So in the case of Conquest, because you only need to win with each deck once, often it's better just to ban the deck, unless you've got a really specific lineup restriction.
Yeah, it's the kind of deck where if they just draw well enough, you almost can't do anything. Unless you draw equally well.
Yes, or unless you're playing a deck that's pretty much designed to beat it. But then that leads itself to its own problems.
Well, Rinriette's off to a pretty good start defending here.
He
had
actually
Noxious
is.
against the first guy. He's got the Shaman against the second. And Harpy against probably that 3-4.
Goblin Anarchist, the goblin with a very big mace. Now, Goblin Anarchist is weird because its downside is actually very hard to play with sometimes, but if you're using some of the bigger red minions instead of going wide with goblins, it does work.
Oh, it's a 3 attacker on 2. That's pretty good.
It's incredibly good if you play Berserker afterwards.
Yeah, I think that was originally the intention when the card was first introduced, to be played
Yeah.
with Berserker.
I think the reason it's playable nowadays is more to do with the fact that you've got access to another 3-drop that doesn't die to it. Because you got the boar. I think that's why it works. It's still a bit dubious, but it actually does function, speaking of. It does function, whereas before, the problem was you would be using Gibbo and Ronnie still.
Yeah.
And, oh, jeez. Yeah. The other problem with it is if you're not the faster deck and they get a 1-drop down, you can't really play it because if they attack it, it still triggers. So, yeah.
Yeah. Anarchist had some problems. So Cruel Tech is in some trouble here.
This is a perfect defense.
He does not have any way to kill the Harpy. There's no Fireball in his hand.
Honestly, this is the best case scenario for Renria. He's taken no damage at all against a 1-2-3 start.
Yeah. And a pretty good 1-2-3 at that. Like, good
Yeah.
1-drop, good 2-drop, good 3-drop.
The crazy thing is that, I mean, you could argue that Lizard and Orc were better in this situation, but even then, they both would have been removed. So, yeah.
I was trying to bait him.
There's the Raki. This is a Word of Fire bait, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But no.
But, no, I look...
Do you
Rinriette's got
backline this via... Oh, no, you don't, because you can ping it, right?
But Rinried can just play Word of Pain here and pretty much clean house.
Yep, Word of Pain, and oh dear.
He doesn't even have to attack this thing. But he might as well. Just deny
I'm actually...
Kurulteka mana.
I was thinking, do you attack it? And I think if you're on lower health and are worried about Flame Serpent, probably. But not even then, because you want the blocker. I don't know. I think in this situation, Rinray's thinking, you know what? I've got Tombs in hand. I've got a Bezarok. This is better for pressure than defense. Because he doesn't actually have that much removal left if you take a look at it.
Oh! Top rolled the Ram Gak.
Is that the best thing you can get off Passageway? I think it is.
Basically. I think it's better than Serpent, because the Serpent dies, but this thing doesn't.
Depends if you have the mana. If you don't, Serpent's better, but if you... Well, the thing is, like, if you have the mana to activate it, you get to attack with it twice. And just make tons of goblins. But yeah, that's a very high roll.
What's he thinking about? Is he thinking about playing Massive Assault? No, that's less damage than if you just summon the Goblin. Oh, maybe he's thinking about his 3/4, putting that on the board.
Yeah, he's currently debating whether or not it's worth it. He can get in for 5 here. And then maybe 5 again.
Huh. Massive Assault.
I kind of understand this, because on one side of things, you lose the damage now, but on the other side of things, this will add up to more damage next round because it's already in play. Unless the removal, but at this point, I think you're so far behind you have to play to really specific outs. Oh, there's the anti-flame serpent. Yep. Symbol of Decay. It's even worse. I mean, he can't play boost it, but that's the feel bad. You Symbol of Decay. Yep, you Symbol of Decay the Flame Serpent, and unfortunately, there's no spirits joining the party. But
I think that's a resignation from Kurulteka, basically.
That's so bad. Here comes the Tombs, and then it's Succubus Bezarok. I think this is just over. I mean, if you don't get the early game going, it's really hard to win this matchup, and it's not a guarantee they have the answers to everything, but sometimes they do.
You know, Rinried had basically the best answers. Like, he had an answer. He had a 1 mana answer, and then a 2 mana answer, and then a Heartbeat.
Yeah.
And if Kurulteka had a
Fireball,
it would have made a big difference, because that Heartbeat killed what, 2 creatures already?
Yeah, and also caused them to play in more inefficient ways as well.
Oh, another Flame Serpent.
There's the Fireball. It feels like a Fireball to spite at this point.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure that should have gone at the Harpy.
Yeah, I don't know, because
does the Harpy even matter at this point?
It would eat a zombie. It is still preventing 2 damage. There's the Mesmerizing. The question is, do you Mesmerizing? Yeah, you Mes and aim on here because you just want the extra life. Because you can always play the Succubus next turn.
Yeah.
And you want to get that last card out of the hand. Just to prevent some really weird lethals. Ooh, that could be good.
Another Ramgak. Oh, that's...
The high rolling is real.
That's gonna be a... Wait, doesn't he want to block the Mez here? That's 3 extra damage. Oh, no, he would just lose to the hero power. Okay.
Yeah, he's dead to Hermelion. The only way Krull could win there because of the hero power, like the sacrifice hero power, was to bait Rinriet into blocking for some reason. But that's a mistake that neither one would make under normal circumstances, but you never know.
Alright, Rinriet got the first game.
Yep. So let's see what game 2 is. This is Mono Dominion. I think Krull wins this 9 out of 10. If actually, I'm just gonna check if there's a cathedral involved in this. Also, this start is crazy.
Rinriet has a cathedral and the guild. He does not have the sack shrine, actually.
Oh. Interesting.
Doesn't that make cloning VAT significantly worse?
It does. The building mono Dominion decks is really hard because you want all three hero powers. That's why Yitix was the hero of choice for so long.
Wow, he goes
When,
for a
yeah.
ramp instead of a defender. That's gonna be a lot of damage very quickly.
Well, the reason for that particular play is because Rinriet's current plan is using assassin hero power to stabilize the board, and that's the only way that you can do it.
So that's gonna be 4.
4, and then kill
Assassin
the
clears the
boar.
boar. He's got. I don't know if he'll play Fireball here. Whee!
I think you move forward now. Yeah, you just want to
Well, I
block
mean,
damage.
yeah, you can't really be picky about that. Man, there was a word of
No.
Symbol of Fury would be glorious right now. And there it is. This is some revenge top decks for that
Yep.
loss. Ooh,
This is another 4
that
damage.
stings. that
It's
that
another,
I think
yeah.
that might just be it. Rinriet's hand is terrible.
It is. I mean, he does have plays because of Cathedral, and there's Kata. I don't think he's going to live long enough to use it.
Didn't
Ooh, I
go
mean, you
for,
just
didn't
play
go for
both
the
creatures here.
he didn't go for the vampiric touch.
Yeah, I think at that point, it's like, if you use Vampiric, you're still losing.
So let's see. He could play Massive Assault and then block the Assassin. That'll deal 6. And then he's got Fireball, Flame Serpent. No, he doesn't have Flame. He has Ramgak in his hand, though. Which he could play... No, he needs 5 mana for that. To get the Goblin.
It's actually interesting, because there's an argument for, there's an
Or you could just
argument
Fireball
for
the
clear.
Assassin and then play the...
Because Fireball Massive Assault is pretty good, because then you can use the hero power to deal with the 3/3 once it becomes an issue.
Passageway. Is he hoping for another high roll?
Probably.
Oh, that was a
That's
little underwhelming.
awful. I mean, you probably just set up Massive Assault because you need it. You need it set up. But the thing is, with Passageway, at least it's going to be a creature for the next turn, which is something.
Yeah.
I think he's probably going to play Massive Assault here because if he uses the hero power, you get in some extra damage, but then you won't be able to get through something later. I don't know. Because there is flames, like potential Flame Serpent hero power next turn, or Ramgak hero power, but then you probably want to save Ramgak for when you already have the Assault in play.
And you want to have the extra Goblin for the 3 damage. So
Yeah, because that's a big swing.
Yeah, it's 7. That's quite a lot.
Yeah, it's one of the best bursts you can do in that deck. Yeah, so.
He's got a block here. He cannot take 6 damage right now.
Yeah, you've got to block the orc, just kill it. The thing is, this is why I really like Cathedral, because Cathedral is the only reason why Rinriet has a chance. It's a very slim chance, don't get me wrong, but it is a chance.
Yeah, you can do that. And he can
'Cause he can
clear,
clear.
that guy. He's at 9.
Yeah, he can clear, and the thing is, if Cathedral wasn't here, it doesn't matter if you have removal, you're just gonna get burnt out. But I think in this situation, I think Cruel's just got enough.
Ooh, another
He's got enough
multi-passageway.
gas in the,
Ooh. Is he gonna play it? Probably.
probably, yeah.
Here comes the pain.
Here comes the
Well, I mean,
the Boar Rider. I mean, it was high rolls last game, low rolls this game.
yeah.
You live by the passageway, you die by the passageway.
Might as well play as Anarchist. I mean, doesn't want to. Otherwise, he might lose that for free because if Rinriet goes, oh no, he can't get to 4/4 yet. He needs 7 mana.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he does it, then no, he just sent it back. He is setting up a Ramgak next turn though, and that's gonna sting.
That's a lot of damage, yeah.
And he fireballs it. The Rinriet has nothing except Cataclysm and 2 shrines. Oh, cleanse, but that's a bit slow.
Can cleanse the passageway. Helm is not that much better, actually. I mean, it's better because it costs one less, and allows the slave to block. But keep in mind, the boar can't block things that don't have target emblems on them. That
Okay.
downside does exist, which ironically, in this case, the downside is a buff. But yeah. Here
Here
comes the
comes.
Ramgak, got 7 damage.
Well, I assume the goblin will get blocked.
Yeah, for sure. But
But is it Urk? But is Rinried gonna cleanse Ramgak? That's pretty expensive.
yeah, well, it's either that or Cataclysm.
Yeah.
So
Or he
not
hopes to
great.
draw something that he can use his hero power with. Draw
Yep, there
another
goes the
Cataclysm.
boar. Assassin or Incarnate is probably the best thing you can draw right now.
No, he's got 2 Cataclysms and a cleanse.
It's gonna have to be cleansed. You can't leave the thing in play.
No, you can't.
There's an argument to using Cataclysm now because you can use Cleanse to deal with a Flame Serpent later.
Cataclysm 1 creature. Wow, that's respect. Fireball. Is he gonna use it? Maybe he holds
I
it?
mean, you probably just hold Fireball at this point.
Rinriad Vampirism. That's not very useful.
That, ooh, it could be though if things go a bit further. The problem is you want to hold Cleanse up, so you need to basically what play Amethyst Scarab
Yeah, just
and
play
then
Scarab
hold Cleanse.
play Scarab, ramp, and yeah, just wait.
You can't even ramp anymore.
Oh.
The other, yeah, that's the other option is just gaining a life.
Hey, if you can get above 6.
If you can get above 6, that's a big deal. I think you send back the Scarab burn. Actually, no, the Scarab is effectively removal.
Plays Vampirism.
Oh, I don't like that.
He's really hoping, Oh, and he top decked another Fireball. Oh, man. And that's what you were talking about. Rage Rush is gonna get that win on you.
It will happen. The amount of, I mean, yeah, the amount of steals that Rage Rush can do is just insane. Just because of the way the deck is constructed.
So it's 1-1. Honestly, this should be the final, I feel.
Well,
all right.
There's
so
a lot of finals.
We got Cruel Tex. Is that?
This is priests, right?
It's priest, but it's got green in it.
Oh, okay. Wow, Hermelian instead of Kayanu. I think that's. Ooh, I actually don't know the matchups for this, but I know that Kayanu, like ON, causes some serious problems for control decks. It feels like that deck was designed to be control decks because there's just too much value.
If Tren comes out, it can seriously screw up your spell play.
Yeah, Tren and Namir's Blessing and everything draws cards. It's really hard to keep up with that deck if you're trying to play a control game. That is a crazy opener.
Well, Rinriad's gonna have to draw the assassin basically to kill it. Because if Cruel Tech hero powers that thing, he's gonna gain an insane amount of life. He's also got 2 primal battles, which is just another big life swing. That's not an assassin. Can he draw it? Nope.
Nope. And keep in mind, primal battle deals the damage.
Yeah,
it doesn't actually cause him to fight.
It deals full damage. Yep.
Yep. Which makes it absolutely insane with Antriel if anyone plays Angels, which no one does. But anyway,
so
some people
battle
might
this
like
thing, right?
Wait. 4.
That's just a 4 life for free. And he's gonna try to win with life, I assume.
Probably.
So that's he can gain another 8 here.
Do you primal battle this, or do you just? Yeah, you do.
I mean, might as well.
I was thinking because like wait, he'd be 2 off lethal if he had an extra mana, but he doesn't.
Oh, because he could hero power as well.
Yeah, and primal, but I think you just remove because we're at a point in the game where it's very unlikely that the Mono Dominion deck can't remove things.
Yeah.
So you might as well get your bonus while you can. Since I'm assuming this deck plays Word of Grace as well.
There's 4.
Might not, but...
He's gonna Hero Power? Yeah, he's gonna Hero Power instead. Save his Primal Battle?
Actually... Actually, that also makes some sense. Well, partly because the Hero Power has a long cooldown. And secondly, because... Well, you can use Primal Battle to burst life gain later on. But I don't know.
But here the 3/3 is on the board now, whereas it would have been gone.
Yep, that's the downside.
And probably, if you just Hero Power, you're most likely just winning Tidal Wave. But he's got double white. Is he counting on Trigon in this deck in some way?
I assume so, because this feels like a Trigon deck. I mean, Trigon is not as ubiquitous as it once was, but it feels like a Trigon deck. Reanimation Spirit, there you go.
Man, if that Namir's Blessing came down a little earlier on that 4/4, ooh, that would suck.
Yep, well, this...
Actually, Alabaster can come down pretty soon. Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
that's the setup. Well, keep in mind you
never
can get it out of the graveyard.
But, let's see, Alabaster would do what, 5? Because it does, yeah, it does 2 plus...
It does 5. The burst is, and this is, I think this is why Krultech probably went for the damage there. Because later on, when you get, how much mana do you need? 3, 6, 8? When you get to 8 mana, you can do 10 damage with the hero power.
Oh yeah, you pull the spirit, you embody it, and then you just double swing.
Yep, and with Militant Citadel, that actually costs 7, not 8. Because it works on Reincarnation Spirit in the graveyard. Oh, just resummoning it? Yeah, because you can put Namirs on the thing.
So does that mean Radiant has the Cataclysm? Oh, you could play Devour, actually.
Devourer would do it, because there is a 3-cost Spirit in play currently.
And the amount of damage would be a really big deal.
Yeah, and if he does that, you can also play Power Surge this turn.
That's another reason. And now that 4/4 is on the board.
Devourer of Worlds is a very, very good card. And more importantly... Wait, really? What are you searching for? It'd be, what, a 1-drop?
I mean, I guess it's just an extra body. I mean,
I
don't know why. It doesn't block Alabaster.
I don't know. It's an extra bit of damage. I personally would have liked a Power Surge there, but it is a bit of extra damage. Well, it would have been 27. Double Word of Grace.
Oh,
Each one does 4.
There is Trigon, yeah.
35. Nah. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, it is a bit of hero power usage. Just getting it on cooldown. The Power Surge isn't going anywhere.
So I think, is Krul just going to sit here? He doesn't really have a good play.
I mean, at this point... To be honest, at this point, if I'm in Rinriet's situation, I think you just leave the 4/4 back and just attack with a 6/6 every turn. Because you can't really lose the game from here outside of really weird shenanigans with Alabaster. Speaking of. This thing's getting helmed, probably.
I'm not sure why he's playing it now. I mean, it's not going to do anything.
It at least forces some removal, and the fact that it's flying means if there isn't removal, then it might stick in play, but there is. Yeah, there's the Power Surge,
and he has 2 power loss
geez.
too, which you can just play like, okay, well, good luck getting through all that.
Oh, you know it's a sorry state of affairs when the Mono Dominion deck DOs Cataclysm. It's like, yep, don't need this anymore. Double 3-speed blockers. Yeah, this is over. I don't think there's a combination of cards that gets out of this.
Would this have gone differently if he had Primal Battled the 3/3 early on?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, the Devourer was pretty brutal, but yeah, maybe.
It would have been 1 less of these guys on the board. Would have definitely been better, though. Than this.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was thinking, like, when is he ever going to get another chance to use? He's got 2 Primal Battles, right? Like, why wouldn't you just use one? And you gave
from
4
what
life.
From what I can tell, I think that game would have gone the same way, but it definitely would have been closer. And you don't know what your opponent's going to draw, so maybe if Renri had drawn a little worse, then the Primal Battle would have resulted in a win.
Alright, I'm
But
going to
yeah.
I Do No Man and Toric.
Okay. Love Giant's apparently watching Jerome Wild. Ooh, a
See.
reanimate. There's a Sylvan Wisdom in this guy's hand.
Oh, that card exists? Huh.
It's funny you say that because I've used Sylvan Wisdom for one purpose in the past. Tutoring mesmerizing spirits.
Oh.
Because it turns out that, yep, the energy on it was not even the selling point. What is it used for in this one, though? Because it can only tutor spirits.
Yeah.
Like reincarnation? That
That's
can't be
an
worth it.
expensive reincarnation spirit.
That's a very expensive reincarnation spirit. I guess we'll find out.
What's this guy taking? A cleanse?
Yeah.
That's a good spell.
Well,
to
at this
block.
point, you have to figure out what's in the hand, probably.
Or you might consider taking a reanimate, because, well, reanimate.
It's either reanimate or cleanse. I think you take the cleanse because, well, you take the cleanse because there's probably one in hand.
Now he could play. Oh no, Alabaster wouldn't be able to kill it. Never mind.
Yeah, it would just be a 4/4. Holy Radiance isn't that bad of an idea. Yeah, because this at least... Well, the advantage of Holy Radiance is that it'll kill the Bezarok on Torix next turn, which means Donoman can't use the hero power to bring it back instantly. That's always the problem.
So Dunoman's hand is not very flattering with that blocked cleanse. Zombie Legionnaire. What? He's got some very strange cards in his hand. Insatiable Ghoul. This is like some kind of a remix, like zombies mixed in with some reanimate stuff. He's got Eternal Servants in his grip. Undead Necromancer, so I assume that it has Heartsford in it? Because there's a lot of zombies going on.
Is this like self-mill? No, there's no self-milling. I don't know. Because, like, Eternal Servants work off the graveyard. Heartsford works off the graveyard, but...
They would die, though, if they came into play. So, that would be
Yeah,
good.
but it's... They don't work well together, is the annoying thing. They don't even gain life because they go back into the deck. It's actually really infuriating.
Oh, Sylvan Wisdom.
You're kidding! What?
Oh, Alabaster is coming down.
Toric, you're a genius. That's lethal.
You know, when that Aura
What?
came out, I didn't register. It was like, oh, what is this weird creature? Because it gains 2 energy, right? So it bumps up to
7
3?
attack.
Yeah, it goes up to 7 attack.
That's an 18 damage combo.
Seems fair.
That's an 18 damage combo, and it works with Millicent Citadel as well. That's okay. So how much mana did that cost? 3, 6, 8. That's an 8 damage. That's an 8 mana Alabaster attack. That's pretty par for the course, to be honest, for Alabaster. But it does 18 damage instead of 10.
Okay, so I'm looking at Toric's other deck, other hand,
That's
and there's
insane.
some weird stuff going on in there. So we've got Taimea, we've got 3 Primal Battles, Flesh Sculptor, and what is that? The Murderous
Is that a
Chieftain?
Murderous Chieftain? And the Hero's This is a 3-color Murderous Chieftain.
All right then.
You never fail to amuse, Torek. Silverthorn Promenade. You know, this is one of those decks where I get the impression Silverthorn Promenade is in this deck not for the Might Emblem, but just to make it function.
Possibly.
What?
Wall in the
North?
That's a good blocker.
Oh, I think I kind of get it. So the idea is you want stuff in play so that you can reduce your Murderous Chieftain cost.
And then
I've
what?
actually
Use Sculptor to get zombies out of them?
yeah, well, I've actually seen people try Murderous Chieftain with Charles, because if you embody the Murderous Chieftain, it draws a card, which is really weird. Because embodying for some reason counts as destroying.
Oh yeah, I think that came up once before.
Yes, it did. It was Lost Masters it came up, and I can't remember what the case was. It was bizarre. That's all I remember.
Yeah, I know somebody embodied something and like drew a card or something like that. I can't remember what
Yeah,
it was. Well, that's a noxious.
that was an interesting sound effect for Noctis.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it works.
Wah.
Yes. Ah, there's Charlie.
Charlie, be good to me. Now, what do you take here? Probably the Wisdom Shrine, right? Because you need the mana. Actually, there's an argument to going Silverthorn Promenade because you may want to switch the levels backwards and forwards. But then you're down a card. Is that relevant in this matchup? Maybe.
Well, I mean, he just wants one purple, one blue, and one black, right? That's perfect. That lets it play
Yeah.
everything.
Well, the only problem is he probably wants to play Charlie this turn.
Probably. Charlie's very resilient. That 4 health. He's got a big booty.
Yep.
And we wait in anticipation. That's a lot of 1/1s on I Do No Man's side.
There's a lot of 1/1s. There's a Ziara that really wants to be on this board. And then would immediately leave the board because of all the Death Grip shadows.
But it would summon a whole bunch of spirits.
Yeah, it's summoned 4 spirits. It's trying, okay?
So, no answer to Charlie currently.
Well, this is actually pretty good for Torque because if the wall dies, a spirit gets summoned. And if a spirit gets summoned, Chieftain is coming down with a vengeance. Ooh, yep, that's a good answer.
I mean, it's still essentially the same thing. Because he had an actual
Well,
fuse too, so he was gonna kill the wall.
more importantly, why that doesn't make any sense. More importantly, I don't know why this is coming in to attack as well.
Isn't
It
just a
means that he doesn't
freebie
have to
block?
attack with all 4. Yeah, I don't get it. That's just a misplay.
He doesn't have any mana, so there's no tricks. And that guy is not a zombie. Just
What?
block it, dude. What are you worried about?
Is Torque getting double bluffed?
By
By
what?
something. By sheer confusion.
Dude, no man has
What?
0 mana. What could he possibly do?
There's no... What just happened?
Like, I mean...
That is what we call an unforced
Would
error.
the spirit have died?
Oh, that's what he's worried about. There was a shrine that hadn't been played yet.
Oh,
That makes some sense. Yeah, Denoman hadn't played a shrine yet, so there was a potential Noxious Fumes.
Oh, that's fair.
I think that's the only reason. I don't know why Denoman attacked though. That was weirder.
Or maybe he was trying to. Maybe he was trying to bluff him somehow. I
The
don't know.
double bluff. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so Murderous needs. Oh yeah, with 3 mana, because he can now sack 1 creature and.
Well, if you embody the chieftain, it'll cost 3 mana because of the embody. It will kill the Enchained Soul, draw a card, and then you can spark and
Well, no,
primal
wouldn't it be-
battle,
wouldn't it be
draw
2
another
mana
card.
He goes 2 base.
Well, you still need to. No, I mean if you use embody to reduce it and then
okay,
don't
yeah,
kill something.
Because you have to. You don't get to sack the spirit. You're already embodying. Oh, Dread Knight. Oh boy.
That's the Swifty Knights.
Is that an actual thing? Swifty Knights.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm calling it. That is the saddest Tomei I've ever seen, but I can't really blame him for doing that.
Oh yeah, I mean, Necromancer had to leave the board for sure.
Ooh, yeah. This is awkward because if Donoman hadn't attacked, I think this block would have been harder. Actually, no, it would have been the same. Never mind. Well, you still want to. Oh, he can't attack because there's 2 spirits.
Yes. Well, he has the spark. Can he play the chieftain?
No, he doesn't. He's already played Shrine. It's a really interesting game.
Yeah, and then come on, Mr. Chieftain, you want some draw.
It's like we got a Murder Chieftain, but Dread Knight though. Like that's basically this hand right now.
Yeah, but he draws a card, maybe even more than one card.
I mean, to be fair, this is like a 2-mana 5/5 with Swift that draws a card when you play it, but like, yeah.
Ooh, that Word of Pain though.
Word of Pain's pretty damn good here. Prevents the setup.
No, my spirits! You monster!
Are we just gonna see Dread Knight just played?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because you can't chump block Dread Knight with infinite 1/1s anymore. So it's not actually useless on this board.
He's leaving 2 guys. Oh, he's afraid of some more Swift shenanigans. Oh, Plague Vermin. That's pretty nice with Sculptor and Charlie. That's gonna summon a whole bunch of creatures.
It's like, let's go.
Okay, so he's got the Promenade for his level eventually. Someday.
Yeah, I mean, there is a Plague Vermin Sculptor play.
Yeah, it summons 2 zombies. No, it summons a zombie and a spirit.
Wait a sec. So, you play Flesh Sculptor, Plague Vermin, kill one of the Eternal Servants, get a zombie and a spirit, embody the spirit, sack the zombie, attack.
That sounds good. And then get an... Oh, you only get 1 spirit because you only got 1 energy left. What?
Or just do this without the zombie. Yeah, if you want to get rid of the Death Curse Shamans, there's a way of getting rid of both of them if he does it this way. Actually, no, there isn't, because the Death Cursed will kill the spirit. Which means he may choose to not use the ability. Yeah, that's really awkward. Ooh, yeah, there's some time stamping that happened there, that few misplays, so just Dread Knight's coming down here, I imagine.
Yeah, gotta send the 3-speed, guys. Oh no, but Necromancer is a thing. Gotta be careful of that.
Yeah, gotta be careful of the Necro.
Now, he currently doesn't have it, but he could top deck it. Also, why doesn't
Or
he have
reanimate.
Sanctum up yet?
Reanimate or Harsford. I mean, zombies have a lot of ways of getting stuff out of the graveyard. That's kind of the point.
So he's got 2 Sanctums in the graveyard, but none of them was used for hero power?
Were there 3 in the deck?
I would imagine.
Hmm.
All these small zombies. What a pain in the ass. Oh, there's Primal Battle, so that's pretty good. He's got to start doing some crowd control here.
Well, Chieftain Primal Battle is good. That draws a card.
Oh yeah, because he draws off with a kill.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's
And then...
And it's other, maybe he wants to make some attacks first, so that there's no risk of... Well, it depends on what he Primal Battles, I guess. Because you want to kill those little bastards before they deal too much damage.
Yeah, you want to clear the Death Curses, preferably without any downside. So I guess you want to pop one at the beginning before combat, so you know, like, what triggers you're dealing with.
But he can just chump block it, right? There's no way he can actually guarantee a kill on it.
Yeah, Primal Battle's the only way to guarantee kill right now. Yeah, here comes the Chieftain. Pay 2. Primal Battle, one of the so much overkill, but at least you guys draw a card.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Now, he's actually in a really awkward situation where if the Death Curse triggers on the Murderous Chieftain, missed opportunity, then there would be no combat. But I guess the same thing happened because you don't want to kill the other one this turn.
Well, it's time for Bezarok, I would imagine. I mean, it's a Bezarok. It only kills one guy, but it's something. Let's see, what, does he sack the Knight here, or does he sack the... Because the Chieftain can draw him cards.
Probably the Knight, to be honest. Chieftain, it's not just it draws cards, it's the fact that you also have 2 speed, which is a very big deal on this board. But yeah, cards are very important, obviously, but yeah.
So this was not bad.
Also,
this
having
Bezarok
Unstoppable.
wasn't that bad, even against... Because he got a Spirit for it. Oh, another Chieftain. Oh, let's embody this. Let's embody this big boy. Draw another card and start. Let's start throwing down the beatdown on this board.
Things are getting spicy, and there's no exorcisms in play, which means that these chieftains are not feel bad chieftains.
Oh my God, exorcism! Jesus.
Yep. Exorcism is the most feel bad on a chieftain. This has happened to me in the past.
Imagine you go through all this trouble, sack a creature or two, get this 5/5. Bam, and they draw a card off of it too.
It's it's not great.
Actually, he could generate, like, if he played everything, he could generate a whole bunch of things.
The other play you can do is Flesh Sculptor, Survivor, Hero Power. But that's about it.
Nah, I mean, a Swift 5/5 into play, that's pretty hard to say no to. Because he's going to draw 2 cards now. He might lose 1 Chieftain just because of the Death Curse, but what do you want? Well, I gotta say, this has been quite an amusing matchup. Nothing like 18 damage Alabastard last... Oh, he does play it. Oh, he does not play the Chieftain. Well, I guess he still could.
Yeah, because this gains a bunch of life. And it also throws off the combat math a lot.
Well...
He's gonna lose the Chieftain here,
Chieftain
though.
still dies.
But if the Chieftain dies, you get a zombie
Yeah,
instead.
It's another zombie. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. No? I guess not.
Okay, I kind of get the logic here. The idea is the No-Man is behind, so you want to get some tricks off with your Bezarok with Nepharos.
Oh yeah, but he's
Like
gonna have to match his fumes unless he just runs into Chieftain, but that's another card for Torek.
Yeah, I mean, all I'm thinking is like run into Chieftain, reanimate, hope you draw an actual reanimate spell. 3 in a turn? I don't know. It's...
Oh, what's that? Oh, he's got the other one, the copying one.
Life for...
That's
This deck
a
is
lot of
wild.
zombies. That is a lot of zombies.
There's your protection. Protection for your Chieftains and your Dread Knights.
Ooh, Catacomb Keeper. That's a nice draw. That's a hand refill.
Yep, that's a draw 3.
Well, let's start by
Well,
noxing
draw
the
2, I
Sculptor,
suppose.
yeah. That probably needs to happen sooner rather than later.
Yeah, probably. I mean, this board state's actually not as one-sided as it looks right now.
He's also got Eternal Servants here, so he's gonna pull one from the grave and has more blocking tricks. But that next Chieftain, though, is gonna draw a
Oh, the
bunch
next
of cards.
Chieftain is going to be harsh. Also, in a zombie war, Torek has the edge because of the Silverthorn Promenades.
That's a strange attack.
I don't understand that attack at all.
I mean,
Huh.
He just want life, but I don't know.
Am I missing something here?
You would pull from your deck, right? Because you don't want to top deck these things. You don't want to top deck. Oh my god, another Chieftain. Ugh.
I mean, you can. There was already one in the yard though, so you didn't need to do that. I guess deck thinning, but that's a really small percentage. That's not that much. I don't know. Embody and then, well, there's a life force essence as well. If hmm.
So Chieftain is basically going to draw 2 cards. He's going to draw off of the Embody and then off of killing the 3/3 or whatever blocks him.
I mean, there's actually, yeah, you just embody one chieftain, just attack the Catacomb Keeper.
Man, Chieftain actually seeing play. Oh, and
Ooh,
Taimea. Oh, it's even
oh,
more card
that's a
draw.
really good combo because it works very well with Unstoppable.
That's another card. Oh, I do know, man. It's in dire straits.
Yeah, honestly, this is a really, really cool deck. It reminds me a lot of the Beatdown deck, but with different, like, baseline colors. Instead of red and Elrike running this, like, Enoch sack package with Murderous Chieftains.
On Charlie.
Huh. Interesting.
Could have drawn another card there.
Uh,
I mean, it's not like Charlie's in any danger of dying. And even if he does
nah.
die, who cares? It's...
I guess this sort of forces a second block to deal with both Eternal Servants. That's my only thought. Huh. I don't know. But you still draw a card off the Murderous Chieftain. There's an Eternal Servant, which is not getting played this turn, I imagine.
No. Oh, it is.
Hmm. Just for the 1/1?
Well, oh, Word of Pain. That's a top deck.
That's probably the best card in the deck right now, right?
Oh,
Chain Word of Pains.
Redraw it into like a Bezarok or something.
Like multiple Word of Pains would actually deal with this board, which says a lot about Word of Pain.
It's a good card.
It's a very good card. Well, Word of Pain. Oh, just draw a discard. You might as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, switch to 4 levels.
Yeah, fourth.
I like that.
It doesn't mean his Catacomb Keeper is deactivated though. Oh, and he top decked Bezarok. Oh wow.
Jeez. So you just attack the Taimea, play Bezarok. Bezarok is also going to be a 4/4, which means it'll... Well, it won't actually trade because of the Silverthorn Promenade. Do you Bezarok... Which mode do you use here? Sacrifice 3?
I mean, you probably still sack just to get rid of, like, a few guys.
Charles and a zombie.
And keeps the Chieftain. Makes sense for card draw.
Yeah, and there's Silverthorn Promenades in play, so this board state is not as symmetrical as it looks.
Man, that was a insane top deck combo. Word of Pain into Bezarok. That's probably the best he could have gotten.
Probably, yeah. It's... I mean... The only other thing he could have got is horrendously unlikely. You know, like double Word of Pain, like Fumes or something. But that's so unlikely. That's not going to happen. Silverthorn.
I mean, he could draw first, right? Just kill Bezarok, bump him up to 5/5.
Yeah.
Kill Bezarok.
And then just play another Chieftain, I suppose. Or maybe play the Life Force Essence just as protection against, like, mass removal. I don't know. Just in case there's... What, Infernal Tribute? I don't know. I have no idea what he could have. Yep. Pay 2. Oh.
Wait,
what? Did he just draw a card?
Wait, what's going on right now?
What just happened?
Okay, so
So-
he sacked it on purpose, didn't pay any of the costs, which triggered his essence.
Can he attack? What? Why does that work that way? Okay, invocation's weird. So that basically gave it...
Wait, that thing gets swift?
Yeah, because the essence got invoked through means aside from its own, like, play boost.
Oh, Oh, kind of like Angelic Temple can get Swift.
Yeah, well, it didn't get invoked, it got transformed, so it doesn't come in with summoning sickness.
Oh.
That's that's a really weird quirk. There seemed to be a card draw that happened in there as well.
Well, I think
Does
because... Actually, why would it draw a card? I'm not quite sure why it drew a card. Which chieftain drew the card?
did it draw a card? Wait, maybe it didn't. I thought I saw a card being drawn. Well, maybe it didn't. Maybe I was just seeing things. But you know, it turns out Murderous Chieftain is actually quite difficult to follow from a rules perspective. There's a lot of tricks in this deck. I kind of like it.
Is this lethal?
Yeah, it is. Because the zombie will crash in for 3 and so is the Trollsing.
Uh,
Honestly, that is the best showing of Murderous Chieftain I think I've ever seen.
it's because of the way it works with Embody.
Yeah,
I feel like
and
it shouldn't work like that though, because you're obviously not destroying the creature.
well, Embody, yeah, I mean we had this discussion before because it's kind of weird, but the other trick, the Essence trick, is actually really cool. That was really good because the thing is, it only works well with Chieftain because Chieftain kills itself. Ironically. So the trick only works with Chieftain. Otherwise, you need a third card to get the thing to work. What about Triska?
Okay,
I'm just gonna check.
What the hell is this board?
A Triska does the same thing. Can you do that trick with a Triska and get a flying deadly?
I assume. I mean, if the effect reads the same, I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Yeah. To be fair, it does cost a lot more because when you're playing for the sack, it's only 2 mana, not 4. But anyway, that was very interesting to watch. That was very cool.
Oh, is he just gonna mill him with the vultures? Oh, look at that!
What is this? This is a weird game. There's Life Force Essence in play? Where did that come from?
It must have been in his deck.
Is it the only blue card in the deck? It's a... Lucy's got chieftains as well. Have I missed the memo? Is this just a thing now that everyone does?
Oh, this is just lethal. Oh, that thing can attack. I actually didn't realize that it could.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's the Life Force Essence Murderous Chieftain combos in this deck as well.
Wait, I was not entirely sure what just happened because it. Yeah, never mind. Like I needed to watch this game more close. There's some weird stuff going on with Essence.
I mean, I think from what I could tell from his graveyard, it seemed to be the same combo. You play Essence, play Chieftain, Chieftain kills itself, and then you attack and draw a card.
No, he did it with something else. He did it with he transformed the Thought Devourer, and then it could attack immediately and mill a bunch of cards. Because he summoned it from Bezarok, and then it died somehow.
Oh,
and then
because he got it.
The essence came out.
Yeah, that's more to do with the actual game itself, whereas I was kind of referring to his deck in this case. Like, that's why Essence is in there.
Okay, so who
But
survived round 1? Okay, Lucy,
Essence is a
Winriad,
weird card.
Wildblade,
Double Joe?
yeah.
Go.
So we've lost Cruel, and we've lost I Do No Man, so we're both down a point.
Yeah, I've still got Lucy.
Well, I mean, I lost Cruel because I had 2
Wildblade.
of my guys play each other. It's like, ah. Oh,
Yeah.
Rinriet and okay, they're not my guys, it's fine.
Well, that has to be one of the more interesting round 1s I think I've seen, to be honest. There was a lot of weird games.
See, that's what I want to see in Masters.
Yep.
I want
Same.
I want more decks like that.
Now, what are we thinking for round 2?
I mean, almost any of these would be interesting.
Double Joe and Wildblade, maybe?
Yeah, I would like to see what Double Joe is cooking. Apparently, it was good enough to win round 1. Unless he got the... No, Andriola got the bye, right? Because at the top.
Yeah, Andriola got the bye because he's got 0% play game.
Okay, so that was an exhilarating round one, fitting for a 40th tournament.
Yep, and it was under an hour long, as opposed to what was was it last Masters where almost every round was an hour and 10 or something?
Yeah, well, I think it's partly because there's just more players. There's higher chance
Yeah.
of a round going long. And that's even
Yeah.
without Holio being in it. That's pretty interesting. All right, we'll just take... Oh, here we go. Rubbing his hands in glee. Can't wait to see this. So two things I don't want to see. I don't want to see distribute cards. And I don't want to see one turn heal. I'm looking at you, Lyres.
We just hear the sound of arrows falling on Fuzz's.
Okay.
They're taking their time on this pick ban phase. Oh, and as soon as I say that, the first game to pop up is the one we want to watch.
All right. So we both picked Wildblade, right?
What? Wildblade has changed things up, apart from Burke, but he's changed things up.
Oh, is it basic Despina?
And basic Darius? Okay, basic Darius is less, like, uncalled for in terms of decks. Have you seen basic Despina in any competitive deck since the rework? I say that like it used to be good, but like it was worse. It is better now than it used than it. Than
Well, looking at his hand, it honestly looks like a control deck.
My thought is, like, you can use Toxic Aura with things like Primal Battle. That's really strong. The other time I've seen Despina do some work was Disciple of Zash.
Wait, it works with all the emblem guys too. Flame Rune Warrior is also an instant kill, basically, on anything.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But this deck does not have red, so how is this?
I guess we'll have to see. Wildblade has a bit of a reputation for playing weird and wacky decks that kind of work.
So I think he might need to Word of Pain this. Yeah, it's like let's not let this get out of control.
You don't play around with Scarabs. Playing around with Scarabs is how you get leveled by Scarabs.
Wildblade can't get a blue. He's really looking for it.
Yes, this will be.
I guess he'll just sack it, get some cards.
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty good start. Curse of Risha.
Wow, that's a lot of Curses of Risha.
Ooh, double curse. I mean, Dominion is the one control color that doesn't just die to Curse of Risha.
It's still 3 life per spell. That's gonna be a painful New Horizons.
Yeah. I mean, Cataclysm's gonna hurt as well, but at least most of Dominion stuff is artifact related. This is an incredibly heavy control deck from what I can tell. With vultures as well? Is this mill?
Yeah, he's got that too.
Tombs.
Yeah, he's stacking his board pretty well. And this is
this is a
Wildblade.
pretty good
3
setup.
HP per spell. It's quite a pretty penny to pay.
Yep, we've reached turn 6, and so far no one has attacked.
Well, now he's going to, I assume.
It's worth noting you actually can't sacrifice Eternal Servants with Silent Slavery. But
well, they're level 2,
still
right?
good. Yeah, they're still a good value play though. You know, the amount of times I've seen Eternal Servants in Corruption decks made me kind of forget that you don't need Corruption to play them. And I am aware that quite a few people have played Eternal Servants in Mono Dominion. It just hasn't quite twigged in my head yet.
Missed Dio, but he's got marked by the gods, so you could just use that.
Yeah, and I think you do. I mean, it might come up, but you've got 2 of them.
So what now? Vulture?
Probably Wall. Like, Vulture...
Hey, it could be
probably
Wall
want
and
to
Shaman. That's like a decent blocker, no?
I mean, if he's using Vulture, he'll probably pump it up instead of playing another one. but there's no there's no creatures.
He's saving. It looks like he's holding the mana for Marked by the Gods in case he uses the Moonsteel Miner.
I suppose, yeah. That's my only thought on it. This double cloning vat is incredibly hard to deal with for Mono Corruption. They don't do very well with these infinite value engines because their entire shtick is that they have a lot of 2-for-1s. And 2-for-1s don't work with slow, grindy value engines.
But he does have the mill on his side. That's gonna matter.
Yeah, and there's no advance to Spina to steal a vulture.
That is a lot of slaves.
Yep. That is a lot of slaves.
And Double Joe
I guess...
kill for a Word of Pain. Oh, there's a Power Surge that first 3 HP.
The Power Surge that takes 10 seconds to resolve. That is a painful ramp spell.
Oh, he's got Suffocate in there as well, too. That would be a nice card.
Yeah, Suffocate's pretty much a board clear here. If you can get it.
No, it looks like he's going to Hero Power. Into what? Maybe Advanced Zash?
Either Hero Power or Succubus. Hero Power and a Death Curse Shaman's not that bad. Apparently, according to Vanguard...
I'm reading the chat too.
Yeah.
Apparently, when it doesn't trigger, it draws off of itself, which is interesting. That's very curious. Because he's not killing himself. Like, it's a sacrifice. But I don't know. Whatever.
Wait, so does that mean if you ever end up in a weird situation, top deck a Cataclysm, you can just play it to cycle?
Yeah, you just pay 2 mana, don't pay any cost, draw a card.
That's really weird, but yeah, sure. Wait, so you could get a spirit, embody it, and then just let it die to play your 1 mana Ancient Wisdom?
Yeah.
That has to be the most convoluted way of getting an Ancient Wisdom I think I've ever heard.
Advanced Darius instead of Advanced Zash? I don't know that I agree with that. Because the 3 damage could kill basically anything that Vats can produce.
Hmm.
And the cooldown is the same.
What do you think is coming here? Yeah, I think Advanced Ash would have been a bit better. I mean, the idea of it being one-sided is not that bad of an idea.
Yeah, but he's like right now behind. Like, he needs that catch-up. And the long game is going to be in his favor because he's got not only Tombs, but 3 Curses of Risha. And Mill on his side as well.
Yeah, apparently, it's not a coincidence, by the way. There's a lot of decks that my team have been building that use these mechanics. I've been out of the loop for the last couple of weeks, so to say. Never thought I'd see the day when Murderous Chieftain is seeing widespread play.
Well,
because of its ability to commit suicide.
Interactions. I mean, if you read the card the first time, you'd never think, oh yeah, of course it draws off of itself.
It reminds me of like a Yu-Gi-Oh card at this point. It's like it does what it does what it doesn't say it does, because of 15 different interactions.
So we now know what Marked is here for, is to clear the Scarab. That's pretty nice clear, actually. And there's 4 slaves, so you can just ignore them, right? Because they're not going to be able to attack anytime soon.
Well, you can't really do that. You can if you keep Mark with the gods up, because you can sacrifice all the miners.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm like. He's got another Mark, so he can just, like, if he just sacks all of his guys.
I kind of like just pumping the Vulture twice, and then keeping Marked by the gods up. Never mind. I mean, that is 6 damage. It's not insignificant. It's a little less safe, but I guess the crackback is only worth 5, so that's not that bad. The other benefit of Marked by the Gods, it deals with helmed vultures.
Yes.
Oh, this is not a good state,
All
though.
these spells for Wildblade just aren't very useful, because you can't just pay 3 life for each one. That also might be why he hit him for 6, because that means he can only play like maybe 3 more spells at most.
Yeah, that's true. Although the problem Double Joe is running into right now is that without Advanced Zash, clearing this is going to be very hard.
Yeah, I don't understand why he didn't go for it. It would have been so much better. Darius isn't really doing anything. I mean, he'll buy him a turn, I guess, but...
Oh, that's almost a clear. Because Marked by the Gods, Infernal Tribute deals with everything apart from the Jinn of Wishes.
And the Jinn searching for spells isn't even very useful, because the spells aren't very useful. You can't just play that many spells.
It can get artifacts as well, to be fair.
But that's only Helm, right?
Yeah.
On Vats, I guess. But
There's probably a third Vats.
But he has one in hand.
Oh, so maybe... actually, a lot of decks only play 3. A lot of decks play 2, but evidently there's more than 2. Word of Pain can be used to deal 3 damage to something with Death Curse Shaman. I kind of just like Infernal Tribute here, if I'm honest. Just to get some of this off.
A little bit of a waste. I mean, Succubus is not a bad play either.
Well, it's not,
3.
but the crackback is going to be pretty bad. Because it's not just 7, there's an extra 2 from the Vats, so it's a 9 damage attack. That hurts. Random comment. Toxic Aura, the hero power, has not been used once.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. I'm starting to suspect this is just a bluff. Like, so you see it like, huh, I wonder what that is, and then not realize that it's a control deck.
I guess.
Because what could this hero power do?
Because, like, I've seen it used with Unstoppable before, because an Unstoppable deadly attacker basically just assigns 1 damage and then goes face.
Yeah, but what unstoppable creatures does he have?
I don't think he does. It's weird. I'm like, might have to ask Wellblade about this later. I feel like I'm missing something. Either that or it's a bluff, but I feel like I'm missing a piece.
Also, does
of this puzzle.
Wildblade not have any healing? Because he will just lose without it. Because between the spell burn, between Succubus and Death Curse, like, how does he not just...
Yeah, he's got Vats, I suppose, which is inefficient, but it is healing.
But he hasn't really been using it that way. But probably he should start.
I mean, to be fair, he is in a situation where he's applying a lot of pressure. Yeah, there's the Pandemoniums.
So Hero Power, Word of Pain clears the 2 Moonsteel guys. If you want
Yeah, I quite like Hero Power Succubus right now, because that's 5 damage, and then there's Pandemonium and Death Cursed.
Yeah. And if he has to spend 6 mana just to heal 3, that's pretty pricey and very slow.
The other, I mean, you probably get rid of Wool in the North here. Actually, you might need Wool in the North. I think you get rid of Vulture.
Yeah, if you're not gonna try to mill him, then yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this is a board state where mill is going to be the way out of this.
Yeah, Succubus Hero Power is pretty reasonable.
Ah, this will be Word of Pain then, because 4th level.
Oh, you went level? Okay.
Yeah, this will be Word of Pain, and then...
Another Word of Pain.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Is that... I was about to say, is that just better? The answer to that is yes. Because you can play... Yep, you can play your Death Curse, get in for 2, and this board state does no damage.
I assume, yeah. He just clears everybody without any card loss.
And more importantly, there's now Burn in hand, and Advanced Darius is not good at board clearing, it's good at attacking.
Yeah.
Well, it's also good at stalling to some extent, but like, it stalls for 1 turn, it gives you 2 free attacks. Because it exhausts them, and then they stay exhausted for a turn. So it's always been at its best when you're on offense.
Yeah,
although it's
remember
usually
when the cooldown was 3?
Yeah, it's usually seen more play on defense because it's in a color that needs it, but when on offense, it's really hard to deal with. And it doesn't target either. It is very, very hard to get a defense going with Advanced Darius. Dust Titan's the other reason why it's so difficult, but yeah.
Also, it clears the way for lamps. Sometimes
Yep.
they want to swing. So Wild Blade's his hand is full of spells, which are not very good right now. Like Power Discharge is not a good card right now.
Nope. Wait.
Yeah, it looks like he caught on to the. Oh no, he's going.
Oh,
for
so
that.
there's a discharge in this deck. So is there energy? Because if there's energy synergies, then you can use the hero power with power discharge, and that'll clear an entire board. But
Wait, how does that work? Pure power and
Oh.
power discharge?
yeah, so power discharge gives the like ping ability, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If the
Well,
creature
no, it
that
pings
has
for
it is
one.
deadly.
It doesn't give something the ability ping. You're talking about some other card, I think.
Oh right, no, some other thing. Yeah, I was thinking power shot. Never mind. My mistake.
Yeah, with power shot. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
you
with
just,
power
it's-
shot
you just
works.
basically equip a minigun and just go to
Yes.
town.
Power shot works. That was my fault. But yeah, power discharge. No. Good card, but not right now.
Well, Double Joe's losing health too. He's gonna want to get that double succubus going at some point.
He is slowly getting burnt out.
Oh, he does have these guys, so he does have some healing.
And they keep getting reshuffled into his deck because of vultures.
Oh, yeah, you should probably stop doing that. So this game could go on. I feel like one of them's just gonna lose on time.
This is weird because I don't think they're not really healing back the damage they're being dealt. They are slowly, but not enough, which means they're slowly losing health every turn, both of them.
Well, Double Joe's got the succubi and pandemonium, so he can always get it back. So he
I
could
think
play,
I like Double Joe's position.
I'm thinking if he gets hero power succubus, that's also a good way to go because
And
you can start
then
putting on more pressure.
Succubus Pandemonium. What is that? 7, 10, 12. He's got 12 damage if he attacks with a zombie. It's not enough to
Good.
burn out. Whereas Double Succubus, hero power next turn. That's slightly more damage output.
Ooh, another pandemonium. Oh wow.
Never mind. Yeah, Double Panda. Then you just attack, take him to 10, and then you've got a lot of burn in hand. Yeah, Double Joe's in a very good spot now.
Well, actually, if he just gets one more mana and one more level, he literally just has 10 burn.
Yep,
Just pandemonium.
just from 2 cards.
And Wildblade cannot play spells. Oh my god. Well, Silencer, but he can't play it right now. Unless he Horizons for it.
That's painful. Is that even worth it? Pandemonium would just trade for the Silencer and you still take damage.
Well, you might not know that he has Pandemonium.
No, but it is pretty common. The better question is how many Pandemoniums.
He's got 4 Scarabs in hand. Actually, now that the hero power has been played, they're not too bad.
Scarab.
Hey, maybe the play is just 4 times Scarab.
Yeah. I mean, that is a threat. It blocks all the zombies and threatens to kill the succubus.
He sure likes his Moonsteel Miners.
He does like his Moonsteel Miners. I mean, Moonsteels do make them into 3/2s.
Does that even matter?
Not really, because health matters more than anything else right now. So that's Pandemonium on 5 levels. 5, 8 damage. You need a zombie to get through. That's lethal. If Double Joe goes for a level, the game's over. Actually, if he goes for a level or a mana,
because he's guaranteeing 2 damage regardless of what happens, and that's all he needs.
Double Pandemonium or level Pandemonium Succubus, both are lethal. Wait. No. Just the double Pandemonium. Never mind. Miscount on my end.
That works too.
Oh no, it does. Yeah, because the thing gets buffed. The math literally didn't matter there because it was either 4 and 4 or 5 and 3. Yeah.
Well, that was long.
It was. My brain fried a bit towards the end of that one. But yeah, Double Joe goes up game 1.
Yeah. Man, if Double Joe beats him, we're both gonna be looking really bad with our scores.
Have you seen Wild Blade's opening hand?
Quad Scarabs?
Ooh, that's is that beatable in the mirror?
Let's see. Well, I think Double Joe has how many? Oh, just 2.
3. Oh, they both have multiple scarabs. Okay, never mind. Well, 3 scarabs I think is the maximum you can use. Because you go 3 to 4. There's another
Well,
one.
I think you can use one more if you're going second, right? Because you can
Well,
go
there's
up to 2
actually
mana.
hilariously, I think you actually want to go level next turn because you want to get your extra ramp. Oh, there's an assassin. This is... Jeez. If there's an assassin shrine... Is there an assassin shrine in this deck? I don't think so. You get rid of what? Yep, level. Because then next turn you want to go Scarab again, and then Scarab again. If you can, at least. This is such a weird start.
Yeah, everybody's ramping.
Amethyst Scarab. Not quite as good as it used to be, but definitely up there.
Oh yeah, because it could just ramp you from any point. Like,
Yeah.
it was never... Oh, wow, it's a 4-3. Why doesn't he just... He wants to lose his assassin? I mean, I guess he's pushing damage. Maybe that's his plan.
Oh, he's worried about Cataclysm.
Oh, he just wants to push more damage. Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah. There's I was about to say there's an argument for what you do here, but yeah. I think you send back 1 Scarab now. You got too many Scarabs.
Well, I mean, he's already at 6 mana, so... That's...
Yeah, the next Scarab will be the last one that ramps, so... So much ramping. Symbol of Blood. Yep, Symbol of Blood is not Primal Battle, it's one-sided. So...
But it does cost 2 more mana.
You know, Symbol of Blood is actually really good with Toxic Aura. It costs a lot, but it does work. But
Man,
I don't think it's in this deck.
The ramp is real.
That's so much ramp. Well...
He's gonna helm this one too.
He actually might. Ancient Ruins. I guess you just Scarab again. And then Helm. That's so weird. Oh no, right, Toxic Aura. It did a thing! I completely forgot about the hero power.
I guess it's decent.
Yeah.
It's like extra removal.
It does, you know what? It does make all of the Eternal Servants really threatening.
Oh, yeah?
That's actually a fair point. Toxic Aura,
so...
player power shot. Yes, it has.
Several Scarabs later. Double Joe can kill this one with his hero power. I mean, like, why not? Kill it? Before it grows teeth?
It's like, kill it before it grows.
And then a bunch of vats and just start spawning some stuff? Oh, Power Lust. That's a bit greedy.
I mean, it is a 5/5, but yeah, it's gonna get helmed. Thing is, you do have to bait out the removal. This matchup's weird because the Wisdom gives extra card draw, which is a big deal. But I think the downside is that Double Joe's playing with a bit more ramp and is playing a more streamlined deck. With a few less options. Silencer, the Silencer's in this deck, right? Yeah. Silencer is a big deal, but also the hero power from Advanced Espina, I think, is better over time.
Oh, yeah, because it'll just start stealing your guys. Like, he can start stealing Devourers or whatever. Oh, he drew a Cleanse. That's a nice answer.
Yeah, you just cleanse the Helm.
Why not to cleanse your guy? I mean, I guess
Well,
you
'cause
you can get him
you
back,
want your
but
guy back.
you want to get rid of the helm so you can so you don't have to deal with it in the future. And it's not like he has
Yeah, but
another 4/4 he could just play.
it goes to the bottom of the deck as the thing, so it's like you won't see it for a while, and weirdly, these matchups, they either go so long that literally no card matters, or one person gets beaten to death very quickly.
It might be Wildblade because he's got mostly card draw in hand.
Yeah, he does.
What did he have to cut for it? Is what I wonder. Did he cut? I'm guessing. Oh, he still has VATs, so he didn't cut that package. Maybe he just has 2 VATs, because why would you need more if you're not gonna sack them? To
Well,
draw?
we've seen 3, so he must have 3. I don't know. Trying to think what you. I guess I haven't seen a primal battle. Um. Hmm. I'm not actually sure because a lot of the stuff, maybe it's just numbers. Like, no, they're not 4 obs, they're just like 3 obs or 2 obs. Are there any incarnates? I don't think I've seen an incarnate.
Well, Wildblade's gonna want to draw some cards.
Yeah, the Cataclysm is basically needed right now. The double cloning vat is a serious problem.
It's gonna be triple pretty soon.
Yep.
And oh, Devourer, not too useful, but actually no, he could summon it. But what would he? He'd have to. Oh, he can't eat anything with it.
Needs a 2-cost spirit. Is there a 2-cost spirit in this deck though? Because I haven't seen an incarnate, and that's what's usually used to hit 2. And also, these decks don't usually like doing that because it kills their own cloning vats.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah, so usually you hit 1 and 3. You get the spirit from the cloning vat, and you get
Scarab.
the scarab.
But the 2 cost is so good.
Yeah, 2-cost is where a lot of the ones you want to deal with are, but right now, I mean, you can. There's no shrine played yet, so a devourer could come out this turn just for Swift to kill the incarnate. I actually think that's probably what you want to do. The thing is, if that happens, it trades because the Moonsteel Miner will get sacrificed, so it's just a trade. But I don't know. The other option is hope you draw Kata, I suppose. Well, the other option is Timea and then try and kill the Tortured Orc and force the sacrifice. Or go face. I don't know. It's just the same outcome.
Well, Double Joe's 5/5 is gonna get to do some work pretty soon. Maybe.
Yeah, because it's going to go up to 2 speed this turn.
Yeah, he's got to start leveling at some point because he's got to get his hero power
At some
online.
point. Yep, 10 mana, 1 level. Yeah. The only edge Wildblade has right now is he's ramped a bit more.
Wow, just doesn't want to level. This guy.
Yeah. Staying at that 1 level. What is this, spirits?
So I'm
Just
guessing he's gonna do that.
Symbol of blood. Who needs speed when you've got big muscles?
Yeah.
The biggest incarnates you can get.
Watch out for Helm though. Although 2 have already been played? No, 1. Well, did he DO the other one? Oh no, it was cleansed.
It was cleansed, yeah.
Doesn't block? Oh, you can't. They're all slaves. Yikes! That was a painful attack.
It's a very painful attack. 3rd cloning vat's coming down. If there's no 2-cost spirit, Cataclysm.
Save.
I'm not even sure if that's good enough though.
Well, he's gonna have to permanently play around Devourer somehow.
Yeah, well, 2-cost spirit is the only way out of this that actually gets him anywhere because it will clear the board of all things. But yeah, the Devourer is gonna kill if there's one, but it's just triple cloning vat. Dealing with triple cloning vat is gonna be super hard. Cataclysm will allow for a cloning vat setup and then another slave, but
Nah, drew 2 more scarabs.
there's the 3. I mean, there's also the hero power for deadly.
He's playing it.
Yeah, there's the deadly. So he's going for the board clear instead of Cataclysm. This is a better play right now because it also allows these slaves to be played. It's actually getting quite a lot of utility out of this hero power. I'm quite impressed. I think just the last matchup just didn't work at all for that hero
Ooh,
power.
Devour, but can it get through?
Uh,
Not currently, no.
well, it doesn't have the levels.
Oh, he's got Assassin's Guild. Ooh, never mind. Oh, ouch.
Yep, the big incarnates. It's what this deck is known for a good reason.
Now it's gonna have to Cataclysm. Wow, that's 7/7.
Another Moonsteel Miner? Nah. Going for all the different slaves. There's a cleanse. Catacleanse actually.
He's gonna need a blocker against the incoming
Devourer.
Devourer, yeah. And Devourer has to be not level like 1 or 3 mana cost because it'll just get eaten.
Yeah, I mean I think Double Joe's just gonna win this next turn. I can't really see a way of Wobbly getting out of this. I mean, there is Cataclysm and Hold Up Cleanse,
Yeah,
but
that might work.
it's not really a winning play though because he's still two VATs down. So if Wildblade plays something, I think he's dead.
Ooh. Yeah, he needed
Actually, an Enchained Soul.
No, because that guy gets eaten. He gets eaten by his
No,
Double
it
Joe
won't get
Scarab.
eaten. Yeah, the
He
one and the 3.
He had to hold up Cleanse. That's the only way.
I mean, to be honest, at this point, it's like if he has Devourer, I'm probably dead. So, yeah, you can't really play around it. But what?
2 of them. What the? What? The
Miss
madman.
lethal.
Why does he refuse to level? What is his problem? Like, your hero power comes online. Your Devourer comes online. What is with this guy and levels?
It's for decoration. That was painful. Well, we've had a miss lethal.
How do you not go level? You have 11 mana.
He's got Devourer in hand, hasn't he?
Yeah, you just
Yeah, that's what I
it.
thought.
Oh my god. Unbelievable. I think he still has lethal. Oh no, because he loses that guy.
Yeah. This is so ridiculous.
Dude, level already. Please, just level up. Okay, Drew.
Level with us.
I don't know if that Iron Helming Jin is kind of useful. Maybe.
I mean,
but just level and like steal something. Like start using your hero power.
well, the funny thing is, he could actually steal a Scarab and then just
Oh yeah, let's see.
eat the Jinn
how much mana
and the Scarab.
How much mana is that?
4?
5?
That's lethal.
Yeah. Yeah, just level up, steal a Scarab, easy game.
And then Devourer, and that's game, because it eats the Jinn as well.
But he's not going to do it. I can tell you right now, he's not going to do it.
Oh.
He wants to helm something. He wants to helm something. He does not want to be at level 3 for some reason.
That's actually really annoying. Speaking of,
there's a Devourer.
Oh, this is so frustrating to watch.
If Jin lives, it's kind of good because then it just gets him more cards. But you know, lethal would have been better.
We're gonna see another Cataclysm here? Nah. Ooh, maybe actually. Cataclysm, set up double VATs maybe, or nah, Cataclysm Jin. The problem is that there's no 2-cost Spirit. That's the issue.
Yeah, without Incarnates, there's no other real 2-cost Spirit that could even be played. That's any good. So he doesn't want a Cataclysm?
Is Devourer coming down here? Oh, for the 3? Oh no, for 1. Yeah.
Is it? I guess it's to kill the. Well, can he even kill the Jin? If he has to
Well,
run
that gets rid
everyone
of.
into it, he has to run everybody into it.
Yeah, you can use hero power to give something deadly.
Oh yeah, if he gives that guy deadly, that'll work.
The math does not work out here.
Yeah, he buffs it to 4/7, right? There's no way he can kill it.
Yeah, because he doesn't have 6 mana. If he had 6 mana, he could have, because he could counter with double VAT.
Wait, he only did
Wait.
one of them?
He passed parity. That's a mistake. Yeah.
He still has
There
lethal.
should be
He just steals the scarab.
He still has lethal,
No,
yeah!
no, he doesn't even need to, because there's no blocker.
He still has lethal, come on.
Level up,
Go,
make a spirit,
please.
go face. Oh,
That's good enough.
That's
good enough. Yes,
Finally!
it's happening.
Jesus.
Oh, how many? 3?
I think he missed lethal twice.
Yeah. And on the 3rd turn.
And he never used his hero power. What?
Well, Double Joe wins that, but in one of the most painful ways I've seen in a while.
That's gonna screw up a lot of people's predictions. Because Wild Blade,
Yep.
I'm betting, was a popular pick.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I picked him, but I haven't really like looked at what other people picked, but he was on my list.
Okay, I'm doing Torek and Rinri. Yeah, Torek is playing that chieftain business. Oh, Rinri playing Dr. Styx. I feel vindicated. Because I'm constantly being told Dr. Styx is trash. And
Oh my god! That's just ridiculous, you know? That's so insane. There's multiple ways of swifting Dread Knights, it turns out. I like how basic Neva is never what's actually causing these things to attack on their turn. It's like, she has one job. Oh, Torek.
Part of her problem is she's in nature.
Yeah. A color that already has Swift on some of its stuff that it wants to Swift. It's weird.
I mean, imagine if that was a corruption hero.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, so we got Vegeta versus Wisp with, it's that...
Vegeta. It's just Vegeta.
I don't know. I'm reading it in a different way. No, it doesn't matter. So Mr. 69 with that Rage mono red. Looks like he's got Phoenix.
Big Red.
It's the OG. OG
It's
Red.
Big Red. Haven't seen Big Red in ages. Dragonfire can't kill the Namir's Blessing. How do you deal with a Bark Convoy with the Namir's Blessing on it in this deck? Is it possible?
I don't know. Run a really large creature into it.
Well, the deck Wisp is playing. This is my personal favorite deck to play currently. This like ON thing. It has been for a while. But yeah, because there's so many plays you can make, and
He's got Soul Projection in it. That's interesting. I wonder which package he's running.
this is probably the Priest version. I think that's the one most people are playing because it works really well with Namir's Blessing.
And Namir's Blessing is nice. It plays around one of your weaknesses. Like, if you put
Yeah.
it on Tren, good luck with that.
Yep. Tren shuts out control decks. Deogen with Namir's is borderline impossible to beat in mid-range matchups.
Oh, speaking of Tren,
Yeah. Here he comes.
is he gonna put him at 2? Yeah.
I was about to say, please put another
Oh.
emblem. No. Ah! Come on.
It's still,
All the spells cost 2.
it's still basically impossible to deal with this board, though. Like,
Yes.
he's got 2 5/5s. What is he gonna do against that?
You can't even target one of them.
He can play Phoenix.
He can clear the Tren and
But
then
he
die.
He can't deal with the other one. He needs a Phoenix or something. Phoenix
Yeah,
is
he's-
cleansed. It doesn't matter.
Phoenix. He can't primal. There's a
The Kayano with cleanses is pretty nasty.
yeah.
But I mean, if
That's
you
game.
stuff it with cleanses, you don't get to use cleanses otherwise. What was his other deck? Basic Neva. What is this madness?
I'm actually curious what that deck is. Another. Is that just salt in the wound at this point? Come on. Just kill him already.
Oh, and he blocks the level 2, just in case.
What? What could possibly happen? I don't think there's a single spell in the game, let alone in red, that could be played there.
And that's it. That round 2 was much shorter.
Yeah.
Alright, so who's
Just
still left?
35 minutes.
None of my guys have survived.
Lucy! Woo! Lucy's still there. Double Joe, actually doing pretty well. Toric, which I'm very happy about, and Lyris. Let's go. Is there a one-turn heal? I wonder.
Okay, let's see. I think we're both gonna have a pretty bad score. Yeah, I do know
Yeah,
has
but-
0 right now. Cruel Tech has 1, Wild Blade has 1, Rinry. All my guys have 1. Ugh.
It's been a pretty crazy Masters so far. I mean, we're already at round 2 right now, so people are gonna gain score. But yeah, 2 more rounds.
But yeah, the best I can do is 7. Eek. That's,
Really?
Well, I've already lost 3 points. All my guys are at 1.
Oh right, yeah.
I don't think you can do better either, because one of your guys is 0 right now.
If Denoman wins 2 in a row, then that would be 2 from him. Wildblade could still go 3, and then Lucy could go 4, so
Oh, you
that's
could get
9.
Oh yeah, because you can afford to lose 2 because it's not.
No, you can, because, well, in your you also lose point. You don't lose points when people on your list play against each other, because only one of them could get 4 points anyway.
Right, so you get 2. You have a buffer of 2 essentially.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I could technically get 9 still if all my guys end up at 3, and they don't.
Yeah.
Oh no, Rinrit and Wildblade are playing right now. Womp womp.
Womp womp. Yeah. So
8 is
the
best
best
I can
is
do.
3, 2, and what was your third person? Cruel.
Yeah.
3, 2, 3.
Yeah,
So 8 is the best
I
you can do. Yeah. Still holding out hope for that 9. Come on.
That could work.
It could happen. You never know. It could happen.
I kind of want Double Joe to win. just to screw the entire board, like nobody.
It
gets
would
there.
actually be pretty cool to have the lowest level guy win. Actually, he's not the lowest. Dark Glory is the lowest.
Yeah, but Dark Glory can't win anymore.
Yeah, but Double Joe has a shot. I mean, Dark Glory is still at 1. He's got 50%. He could end up at 3 points. That'd be pretty good. 3 points is a really good result.
Yeah, it gets you what, 6,000 crystals?
Yep. So what are we gonna watch? Which 2-point?
Honestly, just whichever one. Unless Lyris is playing 1-turn heal. If Lyris is playing 1-turn heal.
Well, Love Giant wants to watch Lucy and Double Joe.
Okay, fine. I'll give him that, I guess.
But if it's 1-turn heal, we're switching. I don't care if we have to double cover.
Nobody wants to watch 1-turn heal.
It's a very boring deck to watch. It's actually pretty interesting to play. That's the funny thing about 1-turn heal. Playing 1-turn heal is actually quite interesting. Playing against it and watching it are not. But yeah, I have played 1-turn heal in the past, and it can be fun to play. Just
Not for the
from
other
one
player.
side of the table.
Alright, come on, guys. You're the last. Almost the last. Last group. Last pair. So what? I think Toric and Double Joe will be the best final. Crazy Man versus Crazy Man.
Come on!
There can't be that much longer. It's almost 2 minutes.
Isn't the timer 2 minutes?
Yeah, though it sometimes goes above that.
That's true. It does extend a bit, but like, what? They're still going.
Oh, there we go. All right, make us proud, guys.
Let's go.
Okay, Lyris does not have a one-turn heal in his lineup. Thank goodness.
What? He has a deck that is banned that could be.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. Okay, well, you know what? Doesn't matter. It's not being played.
That is true. It is
Don't have
not
to
being
worry
played.
about it. Torek maybe just banned it out of spite. Like, yeah, nope, not doing that. Although, wouldn't this priest deck have an easy time? Because it's not like one-turn heal can do anything to like stop his healing.
Yeah.
So Lyris is playing. Oh, red-black control gets to use those sexy dragon assaults.
Is this a Burning Rage deck?
There is a Burning Rage in it. Yes, I see it one in his
Yeah,
hand.
there you go. It's a Burning Rage deck. Burning Rage decks are... Whew, that's coin flips you get.
Yeah.
Nothing quite beats the Spark Burning Rage into Tortured Orcs.
Oh, this is the crazy Orite deck, right? Just pull,
Yep.
just pull a random Orite from thin air. Here's 18 damage. I hope you like it.
That's actually gonna be really hard.
Oh no! A distribute card! Run away! No!
Hey,
Wait,
I didn't crash.
It didn't crash! Oh
They
my
fixed
god!
it. They fixed it. They fixed the bug. That was really funny because it only affected spectators. That was it. It never affected anyone in an actual game. So it only came up on coverage. Ah.
Oh man,
I'm so happy they fixed that thing.
Namir's blessing. It's gonna be good.
You know, this is weird because normally I would say that Torek has no chance, but I know that this is a combo deck.
Right. He just he just has to do a little bit of damage and get his pieces going. He needs the Sylvan Wisdom. He needs a Spirit and Alabastard.
Yeah, he just needs. Actually, you can play it off a green level. So
He played
just
Geogan, really, instead of Sunblessed?
Yeah.
Just trades with that, though.
He just needs Alabaster and Sylvan in hand. That's all he needs, and he wins. Well, he also needs 8 mana, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, you don't need Spirit, yeah, because that thing's a Spirit. That's the whole
It summons one, yeah. So
that's a pretty nice. It's an 18. Is it 18 damage? Yeah, it's 9 attack times 2.
yeah, it is 18 damage. Thing is, the heal from Lyris's hero power will take him up to 22, but then Burning Rage will probably knock him down to 18 by the time that happens.
Yeah. Oh, what is his steal here?
You know the phrase "too much choice."
I'm thinking grab a dragon. No, it's only 2, and he's played 1, so it's not that likely
So
to have
what's
done.
in hand? There's a Cannonade in hand. There's a
Lyris'
Dragon Assault.
Where's
Are
the
there any
Cannonade?
fireballs? No, I mean from his perspective.
Tombs?
Like-
What?
Counting.
Why would you care about tombs of all things?
It's weird because I don't really know what you pick there because I think the only way to screw him over a bit. Okay, the logic is that there's no way that this thing's living, so you might as well just take something that could pose a threat in the future.
But I would think there would be something like Dragonfire, which would blow up his temple.
Well, he's got a hero power to kill it for free anyway.
Oh, there's that too. Oh, it did live. Okay, there's Alabaster.
There's half the combo.
Yeah. Oh, and there's the Orite.
Which you want a Divine Offering.
Oh yeah, because you
Actually,
want.
maybe.
Well, no, because
maybe
it needs
you
the
wanna-
energy. Because he also gets 2 energy. That's 8 more damage from the dragon.
Yeah, it is. So normally it only does. So it's 3 attack. So your Alabaster does
10.
12.
Oh, it's 10.
Does 12? No, it does 10. Yeah,
5
it's a
times
2/2,
2.
not 3/3. Yeah, my mistake. Whereas yeah, it bumps all the way up to a 7/7. So
Well, let's draw a card with Namir's.
I think Namir's the Spell Warden probably, right? I mean, okay, there's a Tombs on top, so you probably do.
I guess.
Because he can Trigon to draw the other card.
Oh yeah, that's a blessing. I forget. He's really stacking that guy.
He's
And
trying to force the hero power sacrifice. Yeah, get rid of the electrical, right?
has he given
Huh.
away what he's doing yet?
Probably not.
No, I mean, Diogen, okay, that's just a good card.
Dragonfire can't melt. Red keeps walls. Okay.
An inside job with what exactly?
I don't know.
Ah, and there's the wisdom. So we have everything we need. We just need a little bit more mana. Maybe throw out a Diogen and a spear just to kind of muddle the water.
I mean, you can just use it to effectively draw.
Yeah,
So there's the Sylvan Wisdom. So in 2 turns, the game ends.
pretty much. Unless like
Because he has...
But
yeah, he's got the whole
he might
combo.
not suspect though that like he needs to heal because he's at -2 currently.
Well, even if he heals, double Burning Rage activation will kill him.
Yeah.
So it's like, what?
Oh, ouch. But he has to play the lightning bolt, so that's gonna do 2 more damage. Yeah, it stops his hero powers, but it currently doesn't matter. Alright, so Taurik just needs to stall 1 more turn. Unless he runs into another lightning bolt. Another Sylvan Wisdom. Maybe send back here. How many Aurites do you think he has in his deck? He doesn't need more than 1.
He's
No.
got 2, I think, because
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen him before.
He probably.
The other has
I guess you
2.
can always Dio it later, right? Like you just Dio it when he's ready for the combo. But he needs to Dio something so you make sure that he gets some mana. Just Dio the Sylvan Wisdom, right? You don't actually need another one.
Yeah, it's a one usage.
And he's threatening lethal.
This is so weird.
But he could play Succubus. Oh, that doesn't get him out of it.
Succubus puts him at 17.
And the 3/3 Spirit is still in play.
This is so stupid.
He doesn't realize that he's dead. He's like, I'm fine. Like, electric, alright. What the hell is this?
Oh god, he's just dead. So, hero power first. Sylvan Wisdom, Alabaster, hero power dead.
Delai's like, wait, what the heck is this? He's like, oh no! Oh no!
No, he probably won't figure it out until he sees the Alabaster, and then all the will fall. Yeah.
All the dominoes are falling! Oh yeah, you need Militant Citadel to pull it off as well.
Yeah, you do.
need
Otherwise,
that
it costs
1
9 mana.
Yeah, okay. But that's easy enough to get just Dio. It's like, oh my god. Lai's gonna be like, are you kidding me right now? I wonder how many games this deck has stolen already.
I really like this deck as an idea, because he's basically made an ON deck that murders control decks in its free time.
It's a cool idea. And it's not like it can't put up a fight without it. It can still put on some pressure.
Yeah, it can still. I mean, you do lose a bit of consistency, but not that much. Because think about it, you can also use Sylvan Wisdom to get, if you draw multiple, you can use it to get extra reincarnations as well for grindy setups. Like, it's still pretty good.
Alright, so Taurik is rocking that other deck. It's the sack a bunch of guys. No, it's the Swift Crazy Chieftains. Man, Taurik's lineup is awesome. Wow, Spark Lightning Bolt. That's some madness.
Alright, so I think I'll stay on Torque's side as well. Keep track of all this stuff. I think this matchup is favored for Lyris or Literacy. Because Life Force Essence could be pretty hard to deal with. But Burning Rage is pretty good at dealing with these like single threats.
Well, we'll see. I don't know, he uses Spark in a really weird way. Like Spark Lightning Bolt of Vermin? That's a bit violent.
Burning Rage. I'm assuming he's not going to use Essence here. It'd be yeah.
Oh, womp womp. Missed Dio twice.
That's harsh. You have to go mana now, I suppose, because you need to land this either Charles or Timea.
But probably Timea is what I'm thinking. Well, actually, doesn't.
I think Charles is better here.
Good.
Nah, yeah, okay, to be honest, neither's that good. But Burning Rage has so much removal. Charles plays around Sanctum of the Void. Ooh, not a good spot. Not a good spot. And we're only on turn 3. Or 4, I suppose. Well, it's that turn 2 Burning Rage.
Yeah. Oh, he blocks.
Yeah. Yeah, he just wants to keep the board clear.
Oh, he's gonna make that second zombie legion there.
Or not?
Maybe he'll just play Eternal Servants?
Maybe, yeah.
Or another Life Force Essence?
I think you just play Eternal Servants.
He's probably thinking, do I want to use the Valley? I mean, it's not a disaster if he doesn't, because it's like he just goes second now.
He's seriously thinking about this. Yeah, I don't think you can play like around the fact that you're gonna miss Divine Offering again. It's very unlikely, and even if it happens, it's not gonna kill you. Whereas playing effectively skipping a turn might.
There's Charlie.
But yeah, this matchup is very brutal, I think. Just because Burning Rage is designed to deal with these kinds of creature-based decks that don't have interaction with the Burning Rage itself. So I think this is
actually
it's going to be really
Dragon
rough.
Assault would actually clear here, but it would spawn another Charles and a Spirit.
Yeah, the Charles would stick around. The Spirit would not, because they would die simultaneously. And Charles and Flesh Sculptor don't work the same way, which I've lamented about in the past.
Oh, he does Dragon Assault. He didn't even have to attack, actually. Oh, because this avoids the Spirit, because Charles dies along with the zombie.
Did he trigger on the right one there?
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, Life Force Essence. Yeah, Life Force Essence it does triggers in succession, so you have to keep track of which creature you played when, so that you don't, you have to double check the interface when it comes up as well, because I think there's an aid that comes up, but once you've already accepted the ability, too late to cancel it. That's harsh.
Promenade, that's useful. No, he does not want it.
He's concerned about card draw.
Oh yeah, losing, getting a zombie instead of Charles, that sucks.
Yeah, slight mistake. Slight. Yeah, that's pretty rough. I mean, to be fair, probably would have been removed anyway, but still.
Lyrese is a 10 though, he's taking some damage.
He has taken damage. He's not getting off scot-free, but the thing is, this is why you play that Aim on the Immortal to heal for 6. It's a big deal, and there's also Succubi, so I think Lyrese is fine in terms of health.
Tark's really trying though.
Yeah, he is. It's a really, really not unwinnable, not by any means, but it's rough. There are some matchups that are basically unwinnable. It's usually to do with certain control matchups, because both decks are slow enough where you're going to draw enough cards that they basically solve themselves. But with faster decks, It's not always the case. Sometimes just variants.
Oh, there's a chieftain. You know that combo.
Yep.
Play chieftain. It dies. Draw a card. Summon another 5/5 chieftain. Either draw another card.
Wait a sec.
Ooh,
If you go double life force and chieftain dies, can you trigger both of them?
well, yeah, I think so. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. So you get 2 swift 5/5s.
Because that's 10 damage.
Well, he needs a purple level first of all.
Yeah, but does that...
Well, why didn't he play Essence here?
I think he's trying to, like, hope that Lyris thinks he has nothing, which he does not. That reach could potentially... Oh... I think he's just going to go for the 10 here. Either that or he's going to wait for, like, a lot of mana and a Dread Knight or something. I don't know. Nah, I think you just go for it.
Well, he doesn't have a purple level still.
Yeah, he's going to have to
He
divine
needs to
for
get
it.
that. That's why I think you should have just played an Essence. Oh, there's a Promenade. Okay, that's helpful. Don't accidentally invoke it.
Yeah. Well, here comes the chieftain.
Yeah, so it draws a card and it puts 2 5/5 Swifts into play. And does 10 damage. And I'm not sure Lyris can handle that, actually.
I mean, it is a 3-card like combo, but yeah. Just go for it. That's 10 damage. When are you gonna get something better than this? This is so weird. So that's 5. Yep, they both trigger. It's 10 damage. You draw. I like how you draw a card on top of all this. That's the. That's the.
I mean, don't get me wrong,
the
I
real
like
thing.
this chieftain a lot better. The one that can draw off of itself. Like him up.
I do as well. It is very weird, but I do like it.
Like I said, it's like, oh, whoa, I just took 10 damage. That doesn't seem fair. How does he deal with this? Let's see. Could potentially be 12 with the hero power. Unless he can kill once. See, Dragon Assault and Fireball. That only deals with one of them, though. And his Burning Rage isn't giving him anything. Succubus puts him at 7. Plus the 3. That's not enough either. I think this might be game. Damn, that's like a sudden burst. Like, oh, 2 5/5s.
Can he not deal with this?
I don't see how he deals with both of them. That Burning Rage did a little too much damage to him.
He's actually snuck a win because of this burst. That's just hilarious. We're gonna see Burning Rage die twice in a row to a deck it should beat that has a burst combo. Like that, drawing the double life force was a steal. That's what's got him out of this. That was quite an impressive burst.
Well, because if you think about it, Life Force is basically a 2-mana 5/5 Swift at this point with this combo. Because Chieftain just basically cycles himself, and then the other guys are just 2-mana 5/5s that you can actually play ahead of time. And even if he had creatures, you could just kill them and just still deal damage and draw 2 more cards. Okay, that's good, but it's not enough. It's just Primal Battle. Actually, that doesn't help because because of the Fireball. But Lyris could just play Charles, sack it, and bump them up to 6/6s each.
Yeah, and then Unstoppable, Silverthorn Promenade. Yeah, he's just dead.
The funny thing is, playing Primal Battle would actually be a blunder because then the Fireball would kill the
Fireball.
5/5.
What just happened? That was insane. I'm loving Torek right now. He's great.
Yes, if Double Joe doesn't make it through, I want him to win.
Well,
Okay,
Lucy is currently game up.
okay, I know that Wildblade. I mean, Love Giant is casting that, but that's kind of the only game I want to see right now.
Yeah, same. Lucy's a game up and appears to be fairly far ahead currently. Although that's a lot of damage.
Wait, what did that Devourer just eat?
A spirit.
So it
The one cost. So it'll kill the Eternal Servants.
or not?
There's no. If he had removal, that would be game
Yeah.
over, but he doesn't have it. Oh, that's a razor thin. Like, I think you actually use the essences here, because then you get 2 of them, and then ramp on your shrine, and then you get an extra 6 damage.
Yeah. I mean, Double Joe's only a 10. Doesn't that just lethal?
Yeah. Life Force Essence. When it came out, it was the talk of the town, and now, like 4 months later, it's becoming again.
I mean, the card is just the card is always going to be very strong because just of the potential. Yes. Like it just, it's essentially an ahead of time faceless manipulator.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's 11 damage. So Lucy goes up to goes up to 3 points.
Should have picked Torek. Actually, I don't even care that much about winning the sweepstakes or whatever.
I mean, yeah, same. But
Rinri had cleaned Wildblade's clock, it seems.
I really, really like this as a final.
Oh yeah.
Torek
I
and
kind of
Lucy.
would like to have seen Double Joe, but I'm glad Torek's in the final.
Yeah, this is a really good. This is a really, really good final.
That's the, I don't know, maybe Wisp and Geronimo. I don't think we've seen either of those guys much.
That's
the
true.
game is finished. Okay.
Monzarg and Cruel are still playing.
Oh, let's do that.
For a very small amount of time remaining, from what I can tell. Actually, no, I think. No, this will probably go for a reasonable amount of time, actually.
What is this?
Mono red against blue red.
Day. Interesting.
Well, it is the only way to gain life in this kind of combo. Which is kind of harsh, but yeah. Cannonade doesn't do much.
A lot. It'll kill one creature, basically.
Raiding Party doesn't do anything, but at least gets on board, I suppose.
Well, it depends on what the second passageway pulls out, because it could be just, it'd be a massive amount of damage.
Yeah, so Cannonade at least gets rid of 2 damage here, because it'll be, the correct assignment is 3 on Tortured Orc, 1 on Lizard.
Yes. Well, generally the thing that gets the mark is impossible to save, because it's taking double damage, so it's like,
generally, yeah.
Dump everything on it.
That's the weird thing about Cannonade.
I still think distribute cards should not let you assign like that. You should, if you pick a creature, you should have to assign up to its health before you can switch, so that you can't just like leave everyone at 1.
I mean, I don't know. I say the distribute cards are fine, but there are a few of them that are. But there's a lot of cards that aren't that good. Like, is it Earthquake? I think Earthquake's the one that no one plays.
Well, yeah, because it's in nature.
Yeah, Arrow Barrage sees a lot of play. Cannonade, once it got buffed, saw play.
Well, Cannonade can pick the row. That's important. So you can limit the distribution somewhat.
Arrow Barrage can pick the row.
Yeah, that's what I said. Earthquake? Well,
I said Cannonade.
Oh, whoops. And Cannonade with the double damage thing means you can kill in one big guy, for instance.
Cannonade feels a lot more like a single target spell sometimes. And the other one that sees play is Soul Projection, but Soul Projection just throws big numbers around.
Oh yeah, it does so much damage, it just kills everything. Anyways.
And Snowstorm is the other one. Snowstorm usually clears the board. Because it's really difficult. You basically need a whole bunch of, like, 2 health things to not get blown out by Snowstorm.
Snowstorm started out without the extra 2, actually.
Yeah, Snowstorm was
so bad.
Garbage, but it's fun. Yeah, it's a lot better now than it used to be.
That's an interesting situation. Is he gonna double Fireball here? That's really painful, but I think he might have to. Because the wall just eats his entire turn. You block that, and that's 7 damage.
And there's no Fateful Day, because it costs 6.
Yeah, but Crueltech doesn't have any way to finish this right now. But can Monzarak actually... Let's see, he can kill the 3/4.
But he can kill the 3/4, play Eleanor, which will block something, I
Well, he can
suppose.
get back a fireball with Eleanor, I think.
Yeah, but he can't draw it.
Well, he can play a shrine and then play Eleanor and then draw, and then play a shrine to draw the fireball. They have 2 mana left over. Oh
Well, he
no,
won't
he
be able
needs
to
3
do
levels
that.
to do that. Oh,
Yeah, he
boo.
needs 3 levels. He can't. He can put it on top, but he can't draw it. So he needs. He needs an action. That's what he needs. Ancient Wisdom would be pretty good, actually.
Come on, Monzerai, what are you thinking about? Oh no, it's Cruel Tech. That's.
I think Crueltech has forgotten to click the accept button.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time. It's like, oh right.
This usually happens when I'm being attacked, as opposed to the other way around. Because sometimes I'll be tabbed out and go, he's taking a while. Tab back in. Oh, okay, my bad. This has happened a few too many times.
So Monzerai down to 3, 1 fireball.
Yeah, that's Fateful Day puts him back at 10, but it's not looking good. That gets him out of it. That's a good draw.
Well, assuming Cruel Tech doesn't get a Flame Serpent or something, or he has he has a Molten Passageway, so he could get something.
Well, Eleanor Symbol will save him against even Flame Serpent. Because you can play it at instant speed. Eleanor put back Fireball, I suppose. Maybe Symbol of Fury. Whoa.
Raiding Party.
And then hold up Symbol? I guess that's
Ooh,
kind of the
Ram
same
Gak.
thing.
Ram Gak. Oh wait, no, because it's 2 health. It'll die to Symbol.
Yeah, but then that's still 2 damage.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that enough? No.
Hang on a second.
That's not enough.
If he plays Ram Gak, he's got 2 guys attacking face. He can send,
Only one
he
gets
can send
through.
the lizard into the yeah, right, only one thing can get through. That's only 2 damage.
That's not enough.
He needs the passageway for something?
Passageway can't get anything that will kill.
So he needs to draw a burn card.
Yeah, he needs a burn card. Passageway won't do it. And then Fateful Day will end the game, I think. On this Fateful Day.
Fateful
But
turn.
yeah.
Fateful Day will literally perform a 17 life swing. Heal him for possibly 19 life. Man, if only he could use his hero power. Aw, boo.
Yeah, I think Monzarg probably has this game now because of this Fateful Day.
Unless he top decks a fireball. Ooh, Valley, just draw a card, bro. Unless he goes for the level Ram Gak, but that won't do it.
Well, he's thinking like Symbol of Fury just blows him out, and the way this has been set up, it's very unlikely that Monzarg doesn't have it. But I guess you never know. He may not, but no, he does. So he's going to go down to 1 here. Yeah, he's going to go down to 1 and then Fateful Day, go all the way back up to 10 life and clear the board. And Cruel has no cards. I think that's just game over.
Yeah, well, the raiding parties is gonna mop up Cruel Tech's health pretty quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh no, 1 health.
Fateful Day. Haven't seen this card that much since the change, but it's still very powerful. It does a very unique thing that some color combos just don't have access to, and blue-red is one of them.
Yeah, healing. Yeah, that is something they can't do. That's true.
Yeah. Healing and also, well, the nuke effect, which usually gets paired with dragons, but in this case it's just for healing.
Yeah, that was a devastating. It's literally a 19 life swing there. That's like, ugh. Heal 9 is pretty good. Oh, a massive assault just ends it. Why does he have massive assault in this deck? That's just a random card to throw in.
Well, it gave him lethal. But yeah, it is. It's very random.
I mean, he didn't really need it. Just hits for 8, and what's Cruel Tech gonna do? Well, Cruel Tech falls. Well, my score has just been nuked from orbit.
From orbit. Alright.
Last
Well,
match.
Dark Glory and Adriel are still playing.
And this is only game 2. But Dark Glory
Oh,
is...
jeez. What on earth was game 1? Oh, it was a, it was a Mono Dominion mirror. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Thunderstorm Titan. Well, that's an...
Haven't seen a
interesting
Thunderstorm
card.
in a while. I like how Thunderstorm Titan saw no play for a long time, and then Book of Spirits came out, and then it was everywhere, and then Book of Spirits got nerfed and it's nowhere.
Well, I mean, because it was not played for its mana cost, that's for sure.
No, it was played because it was just a tutorable 4/4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of miss Book of Spirits. Okay, I kind of don't, but like I kind of miss the craziness of
So
just
you just fireballs this and then
4/4s.
use Fia, right?
Yeah, and then you still get an extra charge on your Fia. It's pretty good. Although Fia's gonna get helmed, and that is one of the few ways of messing up a Fia.
No, but that is it's a bit pricey. Essentially, 4 mana, deal 1 damage. Well, arguably also restore 3 health.
Well, it's gonna be.
Oh no, he actually lets her die. Oh, interesting.
Oh, because then you can just trade the Fia,
Oh, that makes sense actually.
and then play a. Oh, there's a Boar Rider. Okay, that makes sense. 'Cause I'm currently watching Andriola's hand.
Is he gonna helm here? Oh, he's got a cathedral he can pick up here, but that means he doesn't go level 2, and he can't helm. But then cathedral. Oh no, he can't activate it yet because he needs 2 levels, and he can't use the cathedral to 4 level and to activate it. No, he doesn't do it. Yeah, I'm guessing he's gonna helm. Dark Glory kind of needs a blue shrine here. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, the blue-red version. Well, the Boar Rider can't block. It is kind of funny how that has become a buff, although still shocking it. Yeah, Boar Rider can't attack or block things that don't have target emblems on them.
Yeah, this was not necessary to shock it. Should have developed a 4/3.
Yeah, exactly. Although a lot of people forget that it can't attack things with target emblems. But yeah, that could cost him.
Oh yeah, having that 4/3 on the board right now would be huge. It'd actually be almost winning. Let's see, he's got 2 fireballs. Is he just gonna burk hero power here? Yep. Get these guys out of here. But he could have had a 4/3 on the board. Wouldn't that have been nice?
It probably would have got cataclysmed. Last turn probably would have been a Kata turn if that was the case. Then again, Kata does deal 2 damage to him because he is playing Yitix.
Yeah, and that would kill him because Dark Glory is 2 fireballs.
Yeah, but there's the Assassin's Guild. And there's a Chalice. That's a big deal. 2, 4, 6. Not quite enough mana to do everything and activate Chalice. But probably won't be able to get much out of Chalice anyway, so. Still play it though. You want it in play.
Evidently, he does not. Lightning Elemental. That's unexpected. It's a level 1 creature, though.
Yep, you can get a draw off it. I don't know if that's that good, but you can.
And
It
a
is 4
chicken.
speed.
And the chicken in it. It's got 9 burn right now.
And there's no Chalice in play yet.
And there's no way to kill this thing right now, actually. Other than Cataclysm.
No, it's massive overkill, but yeah. Chalice,
if
Assassin,
Andriola doesn't heal, he's gonna die.
or present a blocker for the chicken.
Oh, he's got 2 fireballs. That's already 8.
Oh,
Plus
that's
the
true.
Elemental.
Yeah.
That's That can't be blocked currently.
Well, we're gonna see in Chainsaw Sacrifice, I imagine, and then Assassin as well, and then pull the trigger on Chalice, so I think there'll be some healing. Do you
Well,
play
no,
the
not
Assassin or the
not. Well,
Scarab?
he has. Well, I don't think you play VATS because you need a blocker for the chicken.
We're probably gonna see
Another.
the Spirit come out
But that's
and
still
leave this
lethal.
one for blocking. Oh, didn't leave it for blocking. That's a mistake. Because that's
Yeah, it's
11
it's
damage
it's
from hand
over.
now, right?
Yeah, it's over. Oh, that's another lightning
Slip up.
elemental.
Slip up from Andriola.
And he's exactly enough mana to do it all.
Yeah. I mean, it is an unlikely play that he's got all this, but it still could happen. Here.
What? Alright then. But now, if he just plays Cataclysm... Oh no, he can't, because Cataclysm does 2 damage to him.
I don't think Dark Glory knows that Boar Rider can't block things without target emblems.
Well, okay, Andriola still needs to heal without playing Cataclysm.
Because that was lethal.
Yeah, it was kind of lethal, yeah.
Yeah, he's done 2 plays that made no sense. I don't think he knows that Boar Rider can't block without emblems.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because if it could, then those are correct plays, but it can't. Yeah. Now, Helm of Dominion deals with 1, and then Chalice will heal for 4. This could cost him.
Well,
Yeah, this could cost
Dark
him really
Lord
badly.
still has essentially 10 damage. Okay,
Well,
now it's 8.
yeah, Helm, and then... Oh, can't use the Cathedral. But can still make a spirit, sacrifice the spirit, and then Chalice. And that's all the way back up to 11 health.
Let's see if Dark Glory draws an out here. Nope.
No, it's pretty unlikely.
So he's gonna have to Burk this 2-1 because he needs to get the damage in.
Yeah, I have to Burk the 2-1.
And then probably play the 4-3.
Yeah. It's still an achievable victory as long as you can force a Cataclysm.
Yeah, because that's 2 extra. That's painful 2 damage.
Hasn't Burked yet. Needs to. No. I really don't like that because this is a Cataclysm that's now no longer that big of a problem.
Yes, he's only... Well, that and Cathedral also.
Oh, Helm. Helm, Cathedral, 7 play Incarnate. That's 9 mana. I think that's just better. I think that's just better.
Wait, he doesn't Cathedral first? I mean, he gets 10, which is pretty nice. But that 2 extra life would have been pretty nice.
I think Helm Cathedral was better there. Because you could play Incarnate as well, so you would end up with a better board, and Dark Glory would only have a Goblin in play. That's not really that threatening.
Maybe he's thinking Fia and then Fireball him just to activate Fia.
Yeah. Well, Dark Glory has Miss Lethal, and I think we're at a point in the game where this is no longer winnable. There is so much life gain that's going to happen over the next couple of turns.
Yeah, Dark Glory. I think Dark Glory would need like running removal at this point, but that may be impossible to ask for.
Summon Spirit, sack Spirit, summon Spirit, sack Spirit, Chalice. That's like, what, another 6 life? It's just too much to deal with. Like, this is a style of Mono Dominion deck we haven't seen in a long time. There's no ponies in this deck, I'm imagining, but yep, this is the old way that these Yitix decks used to win. This chalice grinding type of thing. The addition of Devourer of Worlds made this a lot harder to do.
Oh yeah, because you can just eat everything. You can
Yeah.
eat the chalice.
Well, specifically in the mirror, you can just eat all the chalice. So, and all the ponies. So it no longer became that great. And there's the loss. Yeah, Miss Lethal got severely punished for it.
And now we go into game 3.
Yeah, would have won the series there. Hey, it's artifacts. Haven't seen an artifacts deck in a while. Is it mono blue artifacts?
And he's got
I think
2
so.
horizons. Wow.
Oh, yeah. The question is, oh, I really don't like not horizoning there. Okay, I kind of get the idea. The idea is you want to play Frost Elemental next turn, but the problem is you can just kill the thing for free. So I really don't like the non-New Horizons play there. No 2-drop though. That's pretty harsh.
Well, he had Fia. I don't know why he didn't play it.
So you got Fireball?
He has Fireball as well.
Yeah, but like, what could you Fireball? The only 2-drop that blue decks can have is like Wool in the North. And well, you're not dealing with Wool in the North with a Fireball.
Ooh, that chicken though. That's pretty nice.
That's 5 damage.
It's like just Fireball his face, but then he also left a 3-1.
There's no Wool in the North. Wool in the North electrostatic armor is essentially impossible to deal with, but I don't know if this is playing it, and even if it is, it's not in hand.
The Dark Glory can't clear both of these, but he could shock the 1-3 if he wants to burn in for some more damage.
Yeah, shock the 1-3, and then next turn clear it with Burke. The other option is just Burke and then trade the Lizard.
Oh yeah, that's probably better because that also gets rid of both of them.
Yeah, that's probably better. I mean, Burke is actually pretty underestimated. This exact type of situation is the reason why Burke is absurd in draft.
Well, the main thing is because it's removal that's scalable, that's always available.
Yeah, this happens a lot in draft. In constructed, less so, but in draft, double chop is a brutal hero power to deal with.
Yeah, that's why it's tier 1.
Well,
Its main contender is Coronas because he can't double chop the Ravens.
Yep.
And actually, Advanced Zash when his cooldown was 3.
Yes. Well, also there was it's one of those things where there's a difference between trials and draft. In draft is usually faster, so Burke is better, whereas in trials the decks are pretty slow, so Advanced Zash is just like ah.
Well, you also get to draft bigger cards in trials because you're not competing.
Yep.
Like you can draft like 2 Karthuses. That's never gonna happen in draft.
No. You get bigger cards, you get higher quality cards usually. And because the games are slower and go bigger, you end up with situations like a just killing everything because, well, lots of big minions and then, oh no, you're dead.
Dark Lord is really pushing in the damage. That chicken is done. How much damage now? 9?
Yeah, I think it's attacked 3 times.
Yeah, it's gonna be really rough. He doesn't have any way to deal with any of this. I guess
Advanced Arrows.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say.
Yeah, he can clear the board. He's taking another ping. And there's no way of healing in this deck as far as I'm aware.
Ooh. Then Dark Glory is just one burn card away from winning.
Yeah.
And you just Fia and Fireball is nice too because it essentially sets up Fia to already do 1 more damage.
Yeah, that's 4 damage effectively, and then all you have to do is put Fia on the back row, and then next time you Fireball, the game's over. think you go for the burn strategy at this point. Get as much damage out of each of your direct cards as you can.
Ouch.
Just going for it. Yeah, there you go. Back row or front row? That's the question. I like back row. Oh, if there's two creatures, then yeah, front row. That makes more sense. Because
Well,
then
Lizard
if you
can't
attack...
block, so he could have played the Goblin instead.
Yeah, that's true. Goblin would have been a bit better there. Especially with the hero power on cooldown. Power discharge could be a problem, but then that would just kill the Fiat anyway, so...
And it means Jin can't act.
Yeah. Now, cleanse is one of the few ways of dealing with Fiat, as far as I'm aware. It says when it dies, right? Yeah. Cleanse gets around everything.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
The only thing it doesn't is the Eternal Servant's death.
Yeah, that's the only thing in the game, and it's like 1 drop. Well, it's half of a 2 drop. So you never really want to cleanse an Eternal Servant.
You can put up a pretty nice board. This and Boar. That's a pretty nice.
That is a lot of stats. That's 7/7 in stats. Oh, Dust Titan. Big Daddy is here. Big Daddy Titan, the thing that everyone is terrified of in these decks. Like, you think Devourer of Worlds is annoying? Try dealing with, like, multiple chained Dust Titans. Dust Titan is, like, the only reason why Grand Reunion ever got anything done. Like, maybe not the only reason, but it's close. Like, Dust Titan, it holds that deck together. Although right now it's not that big, but in the past it's been good in various metas.
Power discharge. That's pretty helpful. You could use that to freeze the Titan and then burk something away.
Yeah, that'll deal with it.
Or
I mean,
draw
you
another
want to
fireball. No fireball.
You want to burk to clear at least one of the drones anyway, because you need to break up these like drone combos.
Yes. The Jin? Unless he's gonna do...
Use symbol face here for sure, yeah.
But why wouldn't he have hit the Titan so you could actually burk it?
I
Oh,
think...
he's burking the drones.
Yeah, I think the idea is you want to deal with any way that Andriola can draw something that actually is a threat, like Silencer. I don't think he's playing Silencer, but a Silencer is pretty much game over right now, so I think that's the logic.
Well, that 4/3 with a shield, but he's got Renovation Facility to block it.
He's got effectively 3 drones, because you can drone a drone. He's also got just Devourer of Worlds as a blocker.
It is a big booty.
It is a very big booty, which, now I think about it, that artwork is a lot more zoomed out than I thought it was.
What do you mean zoomed out?
I'm pretty sure that's a forest, isn't it?
Oh, I see what you mean. That means that this thing is very large.
I mean, it is called a Devourer of... So I always looked at it as like, it's a jellyfish underwater. Well, not a jellyfish, more like a manta ray, but yeah. No, that's a continent. Okay, never mind.
Okay, there was a symbol. Can't do anything with that though.
Well, with symbol, he can kill this Devourer when it tries to block. And still get a bit of face damage in.
Well, no, he blocks with a drone and then Devourer, right?
Yeah, and then he just has to double... He has to kill the drone and then ping the Devourer. Unless there's a double drone block, which just gets weird. Doesn't have the fear. That would be such a brutal fear.
Oh, man.
But nope, no fear. No fear from the fear.
But now Andriola can hero power and do a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's...
He didn't
what,
play
11?
his Timea? Why wouldn't he just put it on the board? I mean, I get that you're afraid of hero power, but like...
Wait a sec. So, hero power drone the drone. That's 14 damage. Yeah, he can't have lethal. He's got 14 damage right now because he can do some drone shenanigans to get the militant automaton.
Now, does he clear the 4-3 here?
Uh
Because he can't wait around for too long because he's basically on death row.
I mean, he's got so much damage in play that I think you only need to attack the 6/6 here. Because there's so much damage. He's clearing. I'm not sure if I like this.
Well, he's still presenting lethal though. And
Yeah, but this leaves him dead to chicken. He's gonna have to drone back another drone and play it as a blocker. But even then, I'm not sure I like this, because he has so much damage in play that you don't need to attack with all of it now. He's got like 14 odd damage, so...
Oh, Drafia!
That's...
But let's see, he's got another draw at it, and Boar Rider. Womp womp.
So unfortunate.
But it's enough to survive a turn.
It is, yeah.
And that might be all he needs.
That might be all he needs.
Fateful Day. Oh, dear.
Never mind. Fateful Day has come back for another victim.
Ugh, that's gotta be soul-crushing.
Yeah.
And that just clears the board, and then Fatefuls.
Oh, he's got lethal. Power discharge kills him.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. That is lethal. But maybe he's like, nah,
please,
just play the
please
Fateful
don't miss
Day.
lethal. I know that okay, if he doesn't kill him here, this is just BM.
Just to punish him.
Well, it's like, what are you doing? Stop it. You make me sad.
Mortar! I mean, this is more like missing a mate in 3 in order to like win your opponent's queen, which is like
This is so
it's not
stupid.
strictly speaking a blunder because it's still winning. Oh, I don't know. This is a lot of damage actually.
I really hope Dark Glory wins this game.
Ha!
I don't think it's possible.
Well, how does he not just die next turn though? He's not. He can't run everyone into the 6/6. That would basically be conceding. But
Yeah.
he's got 10 right now. I'm not sure what he plans to do about it.
Well, there's a mortar, so he still can't do anything. Like, Dark Glory can't win this game. It basically is impossible, but Andriola is playing with his food currently. Yeah.
Well, that's that. And we go to the final, boys and girls.
Well, it should be a good one. I'll be back in a minute, and then looking forward to the mayhem, because both people are playing ridiculous decks.
Yeah, same here. BRB, guys. Okay, we're back. Well, I'm back. Jodo is still somewhere digging through the skeletons in his closet, no doubt. Oh, here we go. Everybody knows what game we gon' spectate. But we probably have to wait a few minutes. These guys have a big decision ahead of them. Gotta understand that. He hath returned.
Let's go. This will be fun.
Oh yeah. So let's see. How bad is my score currently? Let's see. Cruel got a bye. So he's at 2.
So he's at 3. No, he's at 2. Yeah.
Wild
Is he
Blade.
at 2?
Well, he's 1 and he now got a bye, so he's
Okay. So yeah.
at 2. Renriet could get 3, so the best I can do is still 7.
Well, it's better than what I can do, I think. Wait, Denoman and Wildblade are gonna get 3 points between them, and then Lucy could get 4, so I could get 7 as
Well, who's your third guy?
Lucy, Denoman, and Wild.
Well, Wild has 1.2, right?
Yeah, but Wild and Denoman are playing each other, so they're gonna get at least. Yeah, that 3rd point's guaranteed, but
I
the
see what
4th
you
is
mean.
not.
Well, there's gonna be 3 between the 2 of them, and then if Lucy wins, you're at 7.
So, what are we thinking? Lucy or Torek?
I mean, I want Tarek to win because his decks are so fun.
Yeah, the Chieftain Beatdown. They're actually both playing Chieftain Beatdown, but one of them's playing it in a control shell. The other one's playing the ridiculous Charles deck, which is great fun to watch. They are tanking on this this pick ban. Can't really blame them, to be honest, but like they are absolutely tanking on it.
No one's. Oh yeah, 2 guys dropped. Wisp and the name of a spice have also dropped. Oh, there we go.
All right, this will be fun.
Torek. Oh, we get to see this deck. This is the what in the hell is this? Is like hate bears of some kind.
This is weird because like I've seen this type of deck with both Enoch and Advanced Neva, but not really with Immortal.
Oh, that unicorn blow. Oh, he's probably saving the unicorn for a burning rage.
Yeah, probably. Or for Tombs.
And he's got Centaur Illusionist as well to bounce it. Oh, that's just rude.
Just... yeah, what do you even do at that point? Play the unicorn, bounce back to. What are they gonna do? Just play another burning rage? Well, the advantage of the Immortal, the Amon, is that you can actually switch up your plays. So if you want Advanced Neva, you can just get it, which normally is way too slow. Like, way too slow. You can't afford to do that normally, but in this particular matchup, it is very slow and grindy.
Well, he'd have to go 4 levels, though, which is a bit of a problem.
That's true, yeah. Basic Darius is probably better in that case.
So what's Lucy playing? Is he going to play his Burning Rage and then be really sad at that unicorn? He's like, I got Tombs. Ah ha ha. Oh.
It's like the Burning Rage that kills 1/3 of a crab and then gets killed immediately.
And takes 2 damage for it.
Well, the thing is, do you even unicorn it? Because maybe you want to save the unicorn for when you can bounce it.
I mean...
I don't know.
Maybe not, but he doesn't have much else to do.
That's true.
So for Torek, the Alabastard combo has been banned. And for Lucy, I'm not even sure what his decks are. Well, he's got the one Dominion deck, and then
yeah, it's Dominion, Burning Rage, and did we ever see the Reverence deck?
I don't think so.
I'll have to check it after the games.
So, oh, Lucy's got like a 3-color deck or something, or a 4-color deck. He's gonna be playing around with these shrines.
Mm.
Oh, reanimate for that unicorn. That unicorn's gonna be having a lot of fun.
His reanimates? Oh, jeez. The
And
Enchanted Spring!
Spring.
This is so brutal. Unicorn, reanimate, unicorn, enchanted, bring it in the same
I wonder
turn.
if he doesn't play. Like, he just like waits it and then plays unicorn and then bounce it next turn and just start
Well,
popping
the funny
all
thing
his
is,
spells.
if he plays unicorn this turn and he gets killed, he just reanimates it next turn and then bounces it to his hand with enchanted spring, and then the following turn plays it and then centaurs. It's the never-ending unicorn.
That's just obnoxious.
Yes. I mean, unicorn always has been the most efficient way of killing these spells, but like, oh, jeez.
Lucy's like, oh no, he's got green. He's gonna be bouncing this garbage all day long. It's like, oh, better kill it. He's got a removal spell he could play here.
Well, what do you do? Like, not kill it? Cannonade's actually not that bad here.
I mean, it deals 2 damage basically.
Yeah, it's just 2 damage AoE, which is pretty much a way on. Well, it's like a symbol, basically. The crab, the never-ending crab.
Ooh, mesmerizing. You could play that and
Oh, I see where it's going. Do you think there's Sylvan Wisdoms? No, there probably isn't, because actually, how many did the other deck play? It can't be 4. There's no way that deck plays 4 Sylvan Wisdoms. Right? It's like a combo piece. That'd be so annoying, just drawing 4, like, tons of them.
Is he just gonna hero power? Oh, I thought he was gonna play Spirit Bounce, but I guess he wants to hero power. Basic there is, that makes sense.
The grind is real.
And it's gonna be hard for Lucy, because he can also kill his angels with the unicorn. That unicorn is gonna be haunting his dreams for a while.
Yeah. Wait, so is he playing 3-color Burning Rage?
Yeah.
Oh, he is. With. Oh.
Okay, now he's
Well,
gonna,
the tombs is.
Now he's gonna have to res the unicorn. Res and then bounce it. So
I like how there's cleanses as well.
it's basically the cleanup crew. Like they just clean up anything. They don't care.
Yeah. So we're gonna see what reanimate, kill the tombs, bounce the unicorn.
Bounce it, yeah.
That's so ridiculous. There is no way that a spell is staying in play here. It's just not going to happen. Like, the Curse of Risha will stick around for a while, but that's because it's probably going to deal, like, 3 damage across the whole game.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to do a whole lot.
No, so... unless there's multiple that start coming out, then we'll probably see them getting blown up, but...
So Lu's thinking, well, I guess my spells are useless. And yeah, just play Mesmerizing, bounce Mesmerizing with the Centaur is also pretty annoying. Cause just like start...
You know what this reminds me of? It's like when you play Mind Extort. Take the Cataclysm. It's like, ugh, fine. Okay, I'll take one. And just... I guess he just has the other 2. It's like, what do you do?
Well, Lucy's gonna have to do a lot of thinking in this game. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any like really good plays here. I guess he could play Oh no, he can't even play Exorcism.
What do you even do? Yeah, Exorcism, get rid of fumes. It's not that backbreaking.
Oh wow, another cleanse. So it's time for Unicorn? Unicorn and Illusionist.
Unicorn, Illusionist, Unicorn, just kill everything. I mean, yeah, Mez double discard's also pretty good.
I guess he doesn't have to kill the angel right now. It's not like it's gonna activate anytime soon.
No, actually, I quite like this because he's got Swamp God in hand, which means he actually wants the mesmerizing in his graveyard.
Oh god. And you can then bounce the Swamp God. What a pain in the ass.
This is actually one of the single most grindy decks I've ever seen. This is like it's a hate bears type deck, but taken to the nth degree. It's just ridiculous.
Lucy's gonna be really having
It would
bad
be
time.
really funny if he's playing Sylvan Wisdoms just a tutor from Mez's. Because I've done that before and it kind of wasn't worth it, but when it worked, oh my god. Just like, yep, you never run out of them. Ever. But yeah.
I think he still blocks here with just block with Mez, right? He's happy to lose it. Why not block with the Mez? I mean, you're gonna resurrect it again the next turn.
I guess he's trying to force removal. Because that is a card that comes out of the hand. And 2 life is not that much. Yeah, I think the logic is, well, let's try and get Lucy to spend some cards.
I guess that makes some sense.
Oh, there we go.
Look at that.
The big guns have arrived.
He's calling in the artillery here.
This is when this game gets, like, just absurdly grindy.
But Lucy's looks like he's gonna have a bad time. Okay, he's got Sanctum, that helps.
Double Swamp God. So,
Oh, jeez. I mean, just kill the 2/2? No, it goes face.
yeah, you want to go face because Advanced Ash is going to happen next turn. Just leave Cleanse up, I suppose? Nah, I think you just draw.
And draw a card because you want to play a Shrine at some point, probably.
Oh yeah, he hasn't played Shrine yet. Yeah, you want to draw a card off Basic Darius, I suppose.
I mean, what's he worried about with Cleanse? Like, there's no threat on the board. Really?
You can do that?
Well, yeah. I assume it can also target Spark.
This has never happened. But I suppose you can. Wait, the Spark isn't a card, so maybe it can't be targeted.
Why did he do
I
that,
have
though?
never seen anyone cleanse a Godlit. Didn't even have to use the hero power. But here comes the nonsense.
Well, why did he even do that? That seemed like a waste.
Well, I think... Oh, he couldn't use it. That's why he cleansed the Godlit. Okay, that's next level, actually.
Couldn't use what?
He can't use the hero power. It requires triple corruption.
Oh, yeah.
So he got rid of the Godlit because, well, he needs triple corruption. That's extremely smart, actually. Like, well played, Torek. Because it forces Lucy to go for a 5th. Huh.
Oh, and the Clown Fiesta is about to begin. So you can bring out the Mesmerizing and then bounce it.
Yeah. Which...
There comes a point where Lucy's just gonna concede just out of frustration.
Yeah, you bounce the Mez here for sure.
Yeah, he has another Swamp God too.
Yeah, this Mez is never going away. The zombie is actually dealing a decent amount of damage. It's got 3 attacks in already.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, actually.
I'm surprised he didn't kill it if he was gonna disable the hero power. Like, then just keep your 3/3.
Yeah, I think he should have just killed it. Because it was for free, and this is a grindy show, so I think that's a bit of a slip-up. Because otherwise he's going to get hit over and over and over and over again.
Oh, that cleanse. Ouch.
Yep. Exorcism is one of the few ways Lucy has of...
Is he gonna block? Or is he gonna, like, race him? Still doesn't block.
I don't like that.
I mean, Lucy has healing, right? Not a lot, but he has healing. Oh my god, Mesmerizing into Centaur Illusionist.
Okay, so this is going to be the board just gone. I mean, not the board. The hand is just gone
It's not
here.
his Goblet Dungeon is gone too. He can't ever activate his hero power. Jesus. Poor guy. Oh, he just tossed it anyways. How many cards has he discarded? Like 5?
I think he's on 4 or 5 now. Yeah, it's kind of insane. Okay, that makes sense because there's no way of activating any of the slaves.
Draw a
And
card?
you just draw a card. This is the least used basic Darius I've ever seen. Come on! You have a hero power. Use it. I mean, to be honest, I don't think there's anything else you want to play here. Like what, Death Curse Shaman? Seems kind of a waste. More crabs. Less crabs.
Well, Lucy's pretty. He drew another forced labor. Does he have some way to activate these guys?
Well, the usual way you do it is you get tons of them in play, and then you play Tombs, or you wait until your Burning Rage flips up a Detonate. Or not Burning Rage flips up Detonate, but like, you use Burning Rage to look at the top to get a Detonate, put it in your hand and play it.
Yeah, because that's all. Because if these guys all activate right now, this could be pretty painful.
Yeah, it could be.
So maybe you should start like slowly clearing them. Oh no, that's just rude.
That makes sense, though. Yeah, it's just gonna race, because keep in mind, Plague Waters actually reduces this board's output by half. It goes from 14 to 7.
Well, no,
And then one of
they,
them gets
don't
blocked.
they get? Oh no, they're not the ones that get an attack boost if they're damaged.
No.
No, I'm thinking of some other card.
I think it's Aralak that does that. But that's a really random, yeah. But Plague Waters pretty much deals with this board state. And this is going to force Lucy to go hero power if he can. But I don't think he can. And if he can't, he's pretty screwed. Yep, game 1 goes to Toric. I really like that kind of style of deck. I love the grindy mid-rangey decks, which is not a well-kept secret. But yeah, that was very, very well played. Just the zombie thing, but besides that,
first one on Dunoman.
Well, cleansing a godless shrine. Pretty sick.
Yeah, OP. All right, round 2. It is the murderous beatdown against Mono D.
Well, let's see what we got.
Not much ramp though. Usually,
both of them are playing chieftains.
You're expecting
no
something
ramp.
like 3 or 4 scarabs at a minimum.
Well, there is the turn 2 cloning bat, which is not that bad. But yeah, no ramp, which is pretty rough.
So he needs to get all of his levels, and he needs to draw the essences to start the madness. The 5/5. Imagine you play 4. I'm like, well, I just got 20 damage on tap.
I know, right?
That's all unstoppable.
Or if you've got more mana, you can sacrifice a Dread Knight, put 2 blockers back, and then get the full like 24.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah.
I'm just glad Dread Knight is seeing play. It's one of my favorite cards.
Yeah, Dread Knight's kind of funny because it actually does have its uses. It's a really hard creature to deal with, and now we've got the double Scarab, and I mean, Scarab is a feel bad play here, but like, it's not exactly a bad one. I'll put it that way.
I mean, ramping is also very helpful. So
Yeah, exactly. Like, it feels bad.
It's a crappy trade, but what else you can
Yeah,
play?
it's still dying to a 1-drop.
He
But, like,
could play
ramp is ramp.
the servants, I guess. That's maybe his other consideration.
He could, but like,
It looks like he
I
will.
don't know. He will. I like the ramp there. I'm greedy, I guess, but I like the ramp because you've got these huge power plays in your hand. Like Cataclysm, Double Helm. That's some pretty good responses.
I guess he basically has to just trade this board. And maybe develop another survivor. I don't know. He's got a life force, but maybe not the time to play it.
I mean, you just go for the trades here, right? Yeah. That is not a good trade for Torque. I mean, he's still left with a zombie. That's something, but Eternal Servant's doing some work.
Yeah. Oh, that's why it's a good card. It's 2 3-speed chumpers that give you life for some reason. Wait, how is Lucy ever going to activate his... Oh, no, he only needs one... I think blue is his other color? Yeah, he's got some draw. Okay, that is a bit of a sad scarab. Ah, it goes to the back. Smart scarab. Overwhelming forces. That's interesting.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting decks.
I wonder if he's gonna primal battle this thing. He might. No, he does not. So the chieftain is almost ready to party.
Yeah, the chieftain's not too bad here. I mean, Amethyst, Scarab, and then just pumping both is also pretty good. Oh, then you can get one big one, one small one. That's not too bad, actually.
But it's gonna get cleared by the running chieftain.
Yeah.
He's gonna play a chieftain, it dies, activate the other one, kill the 4/3. Oh, never mind. He's really shy.
I think Lucy's being a little greedy here. Like, I guess there's not much damage in play right now. But Life Force can present some problems. You kind of want to trade off a bit. I mean, the double helm is like an opening. And the thing is, next turn is Scarab. Like, the Scarabs are going to be very large next turn. That's like the trade-off for these. That's what he's playing for. But this is a lot of damage. I mean, this chieftain's getting helmed, but this is a lot of damage.
This is also gonna primal battle here, the 4/3. Draw another card.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
And I wonder if he'll spark a plague vermin. Nah, he probably doesn't really need to kill the last one. Now he wants to wait for Charlie.
It wouldn't be that bad of an idea, but yeah, you want it for Charlie spirits.
He sent back the overwhelming forces. Not very useful against the Cataclysm deck.
No.
So this
Bloodwell Matriarch can steal the primal battle. I think we're gonna see Helm Bloodwell. That's really good. I mean, you definitely activate it now, yeah. Kill these. Oh yeah, you can ramp with. you can ramp off people's ancient cards, which is really random.
Oh yeah.
The real question is, can Torque assemble enough pressure? I don't know. There is one essence is gone already. There are 4, so he can get more damage out of them, and Dread Knight combos especially are basically impossible to stop. Unless the board gets, like, insanely cloggy.
Charlie Plague Vermin seems reasonable. Clears the Scarab. He gets a spirit, which you can then embody a knight next turn.
Yeah.
Or not.
Going for the servants instead. All the servants.
All of them. And
Every
they're
single
not that easy to
servant.
kill, actually.
No, it's ironically gonna get cataclysmed.
I think Torik's probably okay with that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They kind of have to be, because this is, well, it's 5 damage. And the zombie's gonna stick around. I actually like Torik's position now. I was a bit concerned about him being able to put enough pressure forward, but that's a lot of pressure. It's gonna have to be catted.
Yeah. Actually, I think... Can he swift out a Dread Knight? No, he probably doesn't have enough mana. Because you need to play Charles, Plague Vermin, and then Dread Knight. But that's not... That's like 7? Yeah, he doesn't have enough mana to pull that off.
It's, yeah, 7.
That would be lethal, actually. Oh, no, it wouldn't be lethal. It would be like
Maybe
1.
1 off. I think Lucy...
I wonder if he'll use the Promenade to bump up the damage to 3, just to set him at 6.
I mean, he probably will. The Promenade has already done his job as a shrine, so it's mainly just for pressuring.
Is he contemplating not cataclysming here? That seems dangerous.
Well, I think the idea he's thinking, well, can I get away with Helm and a Spirit? Maybe, honestly, maybe. Because you can Helm one of the Eternal Servants, make a Spirit. That reduces the damage on board to 3. Well, it reduces it to 4, but then there's 2 blockers, so only 3. That's not that bad. Ooh.
Dread Knight? No, you can't take that.
What? He's been watching. He knows that there's one.
Well, yeah, but Dread Knight can send it back, right?
That is true, but you can't really play around Dread Knight. He's also going to summon a spirit, I imagine.
That'll die to Plague Vermin.
Yeah, but it's still resources.
Also, no, he can't do everything because he'd like to do Dread Knight and Hero Power probably. To, like,
he does have enough mana.
To like, burst out some damage, but he's got. Yeah, I guess the 1/1's gonna have to just be able to block something.
Well, he's got Spark.
He's got 6, so yeah, he can do that.
That's 10 damage. He's gonna have to block with the enchant. The soul will put him at 1.
Yeah. Pretty good.
That is pretty good. Like Dread Knight Hero Power. Actually, it'll be no. He'd have to sacrifice the Dread Knight to do that. So he'd probably sacrifice the Infected Survivor.
Or what he might do instead is... Oh, no, because he has to Dread Knight the wall to the back.
Yeah, if he wants any damage in, he has to Dread Knight the wall. Either that, or he's going to go Vermin, Hero Power, just to clear the wall, but that's not great.
No, he needs.
I mean, he can't.
He needs to prepare for a lethal somehow.
Yeah, he's on a clock. There we go. And then Hero Power, probably sacrificing one of the Eternal Servants, because you... Oh, whoa! Okay, he's just going straight for it. Now, this isn't lethal, but it's very close.
Yes. Wait, no, how is it not lethal? He can't...
You can block.
Yeah, but that's still 9. Oh, no, it's 8, because it doesn't have
No, it's 8. Yep.
Boo! Why didn't he just die? Okay.
No, he's at 1, and...
He has the Cataclysm now, probably, because, like...
Well, he's still got wall.
Okay, but another Dread Knight could just kill him. Like,
yeah, but Kata leaves a zombie in play.
Like, can the Blood Wall do anything? No, there's no spells. Damn, this is...
Well, at this point, I think you have to probably Helm the Infected Survivor, which is astonishingly awful. But yeah, I think you have to. And then just mount as much of a defense as you can. This wall needs to survive, so you need the Infected Survivor and then make another Enchained Soul. It's the best you can do. He is dead to Dread Knight, but I don't think there's anything he can do about that.
Other than holding up cleanse. Oh no, because he can't cleanse everybody.
No, he'd still be dead, because the Dread Knight isn't what's actually killing him, it's the effect.
And Torek still has the Charlie Vermin combo with swifting out something immediately.
Yep, so he needs this wall. So he needs to protect the wall, but to protect the wall, he's going to have to summon some blockers.
Does he have any way to kill the survivor?
The
I guess he could helmet.
He could helmet. The other play you can make here is, well, I actually quite like playing Life Force Essence because then it can become a wall.
Oh, that's true.
Life Force Essence, Helm is actually pretty good here. Yep.
I just hope he doesn't get a Dread Knight. Or I don't. Does he have reanimate? I assume he doesn't.
I probably not. That's probably too much of a consistency reduction. I mean, you can also, if you're playing Helm, you want to play Power Surge. So actually, no, if you're playing Helm, you want to play, you want to use Cloning Bat here. So never mind.
That chieftain is trying his hardest.
It's slowly chipping away. You probably Helm the Infected Survivor and then summon a Soul. I think that's the only way you can do anything here. Here comes the Enchained Soul. I mean, don't get me wrong, that is an incredibly painful helm, but yeah, kind of have to do it. I'm not sure if I like the Bloodwell Matriarch being left on the back row.
Well, what exactly is she gonna do? She can't block anything. I guess she can deal
Well,
damage. Oh, chieftain.
there could be a Swift, is the thing.
Hmm.
So it's like, you know that there's Swift combos in this deck, so you want to have as much HP on the front row as you can.
Okay, he can actually pull off a chieftain here, I think. Let's see. Charlie, Plague Vermin, that leaves him with 2 mana, and then the chieftain costs 1 mana. Though you'd have to sack something else.
Is Lucy going to lose to unstoppable damage?
Oh yeah, that's unstoppable.
Because Bloodwell Matriarch is not on the front row right now.
Yeah, wait, was that a lethal combo? If he had done that?
Not quite, because you could sacrifice the Enchained Soul.
But,
But the
that
wall
gets
would
killed by
die.
Plague Vermin, though.
Yeah, that was game.
He plays
I think.
Charles, Plague Vermin, sack Plague Vermin, kill the spirit, get a spirit, swift out the chieftain, which
That's
costs
game.
1, and then sack like 2 of these dudes or something. Hit the wall.
It
and then hit
wouldn't
some
be
other things.
lethal if the It wouldn't be lethal if the Life Force Essence became an Enchained Soul, but that's very unlikely that that would have happened. So yeah, I think that was a very roundabout, but I think that was a lethal play. Now this is going to become another wall. But yeah, this is Wall of the North. He's debating it. The other play is Cataclysm, but I don't think that's really play
That's gonna
here.
leave a bunch of zombies behind, unfortunately.
Yeah. So this is going to turn into another Wall in the North. But yeah, I think Torek has missed a lethal play here. I really don't like this Bloodwell Matriarch on the back row. Like, it's really not good. It's a 4 HP blocker. It needs to be on the front.
So how does he deal with this? Oh, he has another wall, okay.
Yeah, it does have another wall, and this chieftain is actually going to kill one of the zombies, so...
This is a really close game.
It is, yeah.
Lucy's on a knife edge.
Well, Eternal Servants will help a bit with this defense. He needs to attack with Chieftain first, draw a card, see what he gets. Next turn, Lucy can get another wall out of the deck with Tempting Lure.
Gotta get that mana.
Yeah, this is it's tricky, but I think it's just play Eternal Servants, hold up cleanse, draw a card by attacking with Chieftain, and that will pretty much do. This Bloodwell Matriarch needs to be on front row though, please. It's currently doing nothing. It's been on back row for way too long. It's going to be on there for even longer. It needs to be on front row. You're not good.
And Torik's hero power is coming off cooldown, but that doesn't
Yep.
matter. Well, no, it would power up the Chieftain if you could play it.
It'll get cleansed, I imagine. Please move this forward.
Trying to click on it.
Yep. No. It's currently doing nothing. It can still activate when it's on front row. The thing is, if Torik plays a spell, it's going to get played by the Bloodwell immediately, so he has to keep that in mind with every single thing he plays.
He actually doesn't have
But
any right now.
yeah, there aren't that many spells in the deck, so yeah, it probably won't come up, but yeah, that is a thing.
Ooh, Life Force. That's what we're talking about. The party.
Yeah, Life Force is a Swift combo. The thing is, this wall is causing some serious problems, because there is a cleanse for this Chieftain.
Hmm. What's Lucy's third deck? It's just a standard. Is that the black-red one?
I actually don't know. I think probably. Yeah, based on colors, probably.
Well.
I mean, this Chieftain deck is definitely the breakout deck of the. This is really strong.
It's been
Really good.
Doing some work. He's thinking hard. They've both taken a long time.
Hmm.
He's still got some shenanigans with Charles. He played his own wall.
Oh, there's a wall and an essence.
Yes. I wonder if he'll just pass from here.
Well, they can't really attack. The funny thing is, this essence will turn.
Or play Charles? Because, I mean, Charles and Sculptor is like a lot of stuff. But maybe he needs it for the combo.
Yeah, I think he's trying to find a way. I think this Life Force is going to get cleansed. Either that or wall. Wait, how much damage is that? No, it's not enough. Yeah, you probably get rid of the Life Force here. Maybe the Flesh Sculptor. Nah, you get rid of the Life Force. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, and then now that he has seen what it can do. Is Lucy going to heal at any point? It killed the Sculptor.
There you go. You got another one. He needs to keep up cleanse for basically the rest of the game, so I think you do pump the Scarab here, because you want to kill this wall, but oh, this Bloodwell is making me so annoyed. Come on, move it forward.
Huh. You know,
there's no reason for it to be on back row.
He's not gonna do it. He
I know he's not gonna do it, but there's literally no reason for it to be on back row.
Well, no, it's lounging back there. It's keeping the place warm. What's he stealing now? Chieftain?
Dread Knight? Yeah, Dread Knight.
Ooh. Spooky.
The problem is, there's now no cleanse to deal with the incoming attack. However, he got Dread Knight because he's dead to Dread Knight.
He still has a wall.
Yeah, he does, and because of the Eternal Servants, it means he's no longer just dead to overkill damage from the Unstoppable.
Huh, buffed it to 7/7. Why not
That's
buff
a
the
bit
wall?
random.
Hey, if you're gonna do that, why not buff the wall?
I prefer either, yeah, buffing the wall or even summoning a 3-speed blocker that has flying. Like, because then you can sacrifice that.
Dread Knight would still be winning, right? He just bounces the wall, plays a chieftain, sacrifices it. But
Yeah.
but how many could there be? He stole. There's one in the yard. There's one on the
And
floor.
there's one in the. Is there one in his hand?
No.
Okay, so there's only 2 in the deck.
But he activated that.
Hmm.
What?
Hey! It's on the front row.
That's a weird one.
Toric. I mean, I know that the lethal from earlier was to spot, but like, yeah,
I almost
you
feel like
did
he
miss
just
it.
has to play everything now because it's starting to get bad for him.
Yeah, this is starting to snowball. Having Wool in the north in his deck has killed him.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's kind of, I mean, that's what Advanced Espina does, but yeah. Basic math frustrating.
It's a new word.
Oh, that's great.
It's I'm happy to know that my name is still being used for memes.
Yep.
Yeah, missed the O. Oh no. Timea. This looks losing unless there's some trick.
Hmm. No, I think he's out of tricks. He's out of tricks. At least right now.
I'm not sure why he activated the essence for the 1/1. That.
Yeah, that felt a bit like one of the only ways he could win was by getting this board state together, and he kind of robbed himself of his own material. Alright, so Cleanse deals with the wall.
Yeah, I wonder if
See if lethal.
Lucy has lethal. Probably not,
Well,
because there's a
if
lot
he
of...
doesn't pump it, he can go Cleanse on the wall, Helm the 2/2. Dread Knight gets through. +5, Maya, so +2. No, he doesn't. Mika can't get through. There's too many blockers. He can deal with most of the board, though. So this wall gets cleansed. Oh, there's a cathedral.
Oh, that's a nice hero power.
How has that not happened this whole game? I guess not really searching for it. And then it's not even going to get used. Okay. And then you just go face with the rest. I kind of like leaving the Bloodwell back here, to be honest. Yeah, the Dread Knight's enough. I think maybe attacking with Legionnaire would be nice as well, but...
This looks to be over.
I think it is. Like, if
think
there was a
only-
Life Force in play...
Only Dread Knight can save him, right?
I don't... There isn't one in the deck anymore.
He only has 2?
Yeah, he's only got 2 because Lucy searched his entire deck. So if he doesn't have one in hand, then he only has 2 in the deck.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it's probably 4 Chieftains, 2 Dread Knights. I think, like, double Chieftain could do it, but he can't have that anymore because he doesn't have a Life Force in play, so he'd need a Life Force and a Chieftain, and it's just not going to happen, I don't think.
Maybe he's going to try to time out Lucy, but 2 minutes is still a lot.
2 minutes for the next turn. Yeah.
Well, Tarek is probably kicking himself. Well, no, he might not realize that he missed lethal.
Yeah, he probably doesn't realize that. He might do, but maybe not.
Once everyone tells him, it's like, what? I didn't have lethal. Oh my god, I'm so dumb.
This is a lot of stuff. That's a lot of life.
I think you could just almost... Oh, you can't Cataclysm because of the Sculptor. Never mind. Because Torek is...
Is he still lethal?
Basically out of tricks?
No.
Probably start with cathedraling the vermin. Just to
Yeah, you
tricks.
cathedral the vermin. Get that out of here. Or just keep pumping the scarab. I think that's the most energy I've ever seen in a Blood War Matriarch.
7, wow.
That's a lot. Get rid of the spirit. I guess if you're trying to push through damage, the spirit's gonna block more. The problem is this Eternal Servant basically does nothing now. You can cloning that to get a Might Emblem on it, and then it will be able to actually attack. The Dread Knight requires 2 blockers, which is relevant. There's only 5 mana left though, so that's not going to do anything.
If he sacks the vermin, he gets like 2 extra creatures.
Yeah, he does. I think you want to pump the Eternal Servant now, so that it can't just be at vermin for free. Lucy may actually time out because it's just taking too long. Yeah, didn't actually deal with it. So this Dread Knight's probably gonna get chump blocked. Oh, no. Oh right, because you need to save the Charles. He's 7 damage, but
Not
the
over
the crackback is pretty bad.
Well, he has to deal with the wall somehow. Oh, he's got the Chieftain though. Can that do enough?
He's
or
just gonna
maybe
get
he
double
will
blocker.
try to just time him out. 42 seconds.
He's got Essence. I think Lucy's taking too long.
Wall
Like these
in the north. That's another turn.
Yeah, these have been pretty hard turns to like figure out, but still.
I think you've got to play the Chieftain here. Try to run into something. Play a wall for sure.
Yeah, you play Wall, you play Chieftain, kill the Wall in the north. It's gonna get frozen, which is kind of unfortunate. And then another Wall in the north is just gonna show up. But you're gonna draw a card off it. Thing is, Torek has to put himself in a situation where he won't just die. That's the problem.
Well, the
But
wall
Will in North
should
deals
protect
with
it
that.
pretty well. I mean, Cataclysm isn't going to do anything.
Yeah, he's not gonna Kata because then he can't end the game before he times out.
Pay 2 mana. Play the wall. Hit the wall in the north, I guess?
Yeah, you want to hit the Wall in the north here. With the Chieftain. Because it's subbing out blockers isn't actually that bad. So I think you just attack with just the Chieftain.
Yeah, and if you kill something, that's another card.
Yeah, I don't like playing the Wall in the north here before attacking, because it's just extra information. Ooh.
Oh, he's trying to get as much damage through as possible. If he attacks the wall with everything, he can get... Oh, he can only get 5 damage through.
Does that work?
It should, because the wall will have 0 health when the Chieftain attacks it.
I guess it does, yeah.
But doesn't he die to the crackback? Well, he has the wall, I guess. But
No,
still.
'cause he's got the wall up. He's dead to, like, health thing. That actually works. Huh.
And
But the
Lucy
problem is-
took 15 seconds on that.
Yeah, he doesn't draw a card is the problem.
Well, Lucy, he needs to...
He needs to act quickly.
How does he deal
That's a
with the
power
wall?
surge. That's...
He can't get a knight, because there's no knights.
There's no knights left. There's a sculptor. He's taking too long. This is really stressful.
And he's at 1 without a wall.
I don't like... Wait. Why is there no wall in play?
He got killed, remember?
Yeah, but he's got an essence. That shouldn't have
He
happened.
just played that.
No, it was in play last turn. It's gonna...
That's
Kata
it.
twice.
He can't...
Oh, he's getting Dread Knight back. But he's gonna time out.
Yeah.
for the trick. What the hell is going on? Oh, right.
The Blood will just transform into a Dread Knight?
All the triggers just happened at once. That was really weird.
Wait, Lucy is out of time. Overwhelming forces. Got a Charles.
No.
Got a Charles.
This is so stupid.
Is he gonna... He might as well hero power, right? Oh, no, he
Okay.
can draw a card. Primal Battle. That can kill a zombie.
Lucy has lethal if he attacks. If he attacks correctly, he wins the game. If he doesn't time out.
He's got 6 life, though.
Wait. No, he doesn't have lethal anymore because the Dread Knight can't get through.
How is he not timed out yet?
It's well, the timers on their screen are slightly different from ours because of lag. But he's probably in his last minute. Yeah, I know this from experience watching games. The timers for the players are not the same as the timers for spectators because of input lag. And, well, basically all of the effects. So it a couple seconds here and there. But he can't be that far off. There you go.
That's it, right? Whoa!
Yep.
What an epic battle. And the thing is, Torek wasn't dead either. He still had some
He wasn't.
gas.
He was... If Torek would have lost that game, I think, over the next, like, 2 or 3 turns. But... Yeah, this... I mean, yep. Play speed is a skill that is rewarded by having a timer. I know a lot of people get pissed off with it, but 20 minutes is a long time.
Well, otherwise these tournaments would be insanely long.
Yes, they would be. But playing quickly and making fast decisions is a skill in card games.
Also, Dark Portal is in play.
Yeah.
But he looks like he's about to die. He's like very little health.
But yeah, we have a new champion.
Charles in a demon deck. Well, what's the point of that? You don't really sack much. I mean, I'm guessing Geronimo's just gonna die because he has no way to turn off Portal, and he's not putting on anywhere near enough pressure.
Yeah, he's just gonna get killed by his own portal.
Like, is this some attempt at demons? Why is there blue? Contraptionist can search out Portal. That's true.
Yeah.
But
I've never liked Contraptionist for Portal, though, because it always seems to be too slow.
well, because you have to go blue. That's
yeah, you have to go
lame.
blue, and then you get your portal in turn 3, but, like, the difference between turn 2 and turn 3 portal is insane.
Well, that and also you're going not mono black, so Consume is quite a bit worse. And Consume is a
Yeah,
big
Consume's
card for
worse.
demons. It just pushes so much damage through.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he just resigns. Yeah, he
Yep.
can't really do anything. I believe that's it.
Is that the last game? Yep,
Yeah.
that's the last game.
So,
Torek.
how did I end up? Rinriet with just 2.
I ended up on 6, which is not great.
Deck with 2. Yeah, I end up with 5. Damn.
Hey!
Well,
I win
I
the
got
very
2 self
meaningless
matchups.
competition. I got one at the end, but yeah. It's
1 is fine. 1 is fine.
luck of the draw. But yes, we both did terribly on sweepstakes, but I did slightly less bad.
Yeah, I didn't predict any of the 3s. Like, imagine some guy says, oh yeah, I'm going to pick Andriola, Double Joe, and Torek. And actually end up winning.
Yeah. I mean, Lucy, Lyracy, Andriola, or Lucy, Lyracy, Torek, I could actually see someone picking.
Yeah, that's...
Like, they're all pretty big name players, so...
Well,
I would not be shocked if someone picked that.
We all know what comes next. We're going to get off the delay, see if we can find Torek. Maybe he's interested in a chat. Maybe he's not. And then, yeah, carry on from there. So, see you guys in 20 seconds. Or give or take.